Welcome. This is Ryan of Happy, Healthy, Vegan. Good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be on this planet. For me, it's almost 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Friday, which is my normal live stream time, a regular weekly live stream time. So if you're new, this is when I do it. If you're watching later on after the fact, this is when I come on. So you'll know if this is really live or not. Often I'll see people in the comments on the video afterwards say, hey, what's up? How's it going? And yeah, I didn't realize this wasn't live. So now you know. But yeah, you can always watch these back later if you miss them. And I try to do a midweek live stream, typically Tuesdays. And I try to get a different time if I can to get people who are usually asleep right now, people in Europe, for example. But anyway, I'm pretty bad about that. I kind of have a routine in my day, and this is like a great time for me to live stream. So I'm going to welcome everyone here. I see a lot of people already here. And now let me know if everything looks and sounds okay. Just once again, I just don't trust technology, even though I troubleshooted everything and tested everything. You never know till it's happening live. And cool, I'm glad to see it. We have two moderators right now. Hello, Vegan Wujita and Peter. Yeah, stay as long as you can, Peter. I'm pretty sure Uncle will show up in a bit. Usually Uncle, he's a pretty regular Friday night moderator. So yeah, stay as long or as little as you can. And I didn't get a chance to watch that video that you sent me the link to there, Peter. What is it? Is that I think you left me a message. Someone made a video, another Why I'm No Longer Vegan video. If so, I'll have to check that out because you guys know I enjoy watching those videos for some reason. Just because 9 times out of 10, they're just so bad. They're just like, they want to leave vegan for whatever reasons. And they'll throw veganism under the bus. They'll all of a sudden start spouting like misinformation that you hear from people from Joe Rogan, stuff they wouldn't say before, but as soon as they no, I'm no longer vegan, but crop does though, or animals, plants have feelings, all these things, But anyway, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, Travis. Yeah, I want to thank a lot of you guys too for helping out our neighbor's cat. You guys who regularly watch our Angie Animals Friends vlogs might remember a predominantly black, has a little white patch tuxedo cat. We called him Weekend, but his real name is Tux because I should have brought the flyer in here. Anyway, it was a week ago today. The neighbor said he was missing, had been missing for 3 days, and I said, hey, he's in our yard. I think he's chill. But when she picked him up, before she picked him up, she could tell he was limping. And that's where we were last Friday. Then Saturday, we texted her, said she slept with him on the couch. But anyway, she finally took him to the vet, and it's a lot worse than they thought. It has a broken leg and an infection and a BB shot to boot. Someone shot him with a BB. Humans can be such evil people. Anyway, yeah, let me show you the update. She sent me a, let's see, let me go to where I got it set up here. Anyway, yeah, she sent an update of him. This is him after the vet. She said he's all drugged up here, but you can see he's got his leg wrapped, thing around his head. He's taking antibiotics, so he's alive for now. And yeah, we're helping, we're promoting her GoFundMe for him. He's not our cat, but he lives in our yard, basically. She said from here on out, if he makes it, he's not going to be an outdoor cat anymore. He's going to live only indoors, which we're going to miss him, but that's what's best for him. Anyway, when we started, she had maybe $300 or $400 raised, and between getting some of you guys involved, and I'm sure she did stuff too. This is, yeah, she's up to almost $3,000 now. She already said she spent $3,000 and maybe needs upwards of $8,000 to get the proper surgery. God, that link is huge. Let me see if I can get a smaller link for that. Yeah, here it is. Here's, if you want to contribute, feel free. I'm just letting you guys know that Tux is still, she said he's doing better. I just texted her like an hour before the show. She said that he's doing better. The antibiotics seem to be helping. His infection's not as bad, which will be good for his hopeful surgery. So we'll see what happens with Tux. But again, I want to thank all you guys. I don't think she knows what we do on YouTube or anything and Instagram, but I let her know that, yeah, we have a social media following. We put the word out, and a lot of you guys have made contributions. We put in $100, and someone put in like $400 or $500. I don't know if it was one of our followers or not. But anyway, even if it's $5, $10, whatever you can. And hopefully Tux, the cat that you hopefully may have enjoyed from time to time in our vlogs, is gonna make it. Yeah, he's a really sweet little cat. He's grumpy, but he's cute, and it's kind of weird how he's not our cat, but we feel so emotionally invested in him because we've been seeing him pretty much every day for the past 2 or 3 years, especially the past year. Like the first couple years, he didn't like us at all, hissed at us, and he still hisses at us from time to time, but we still can kind of pet him as long as we keep our sanity and don't go, too overboard with it. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys all for donating to Tux there. And yeah, there he is from the vet. She said he's drugged up there. That's why he's laying on his back. But she said he's feeling a lot better. In fact, she said that Tux was actually fighting with her, so to speak, to go outside. He was lobbying to go back outside. It's like, no, you're not going outside. You're going to be an indoor cat for the rest of your days, probably. And hey, Dr. Bear, how is it going there? Let's see. Travis, you had a GoFundMe for your dog too? What's that? I'd help up. Your dog just had surgery Monday and has his own GoFundMe. Yeah, like 8,000. That's what I think she's asking for, hopes to get for Tux's. That's crazy. Fortunately, I've never had an animal require surgery before. I've had overnight stays, like multiple overnight stays and treatments, which racked up like $3,000, but 8,000, holy moly, wow. Yeah, Fu Man, you were sure drugged up laying on your back. You could be, I guess, but yeah, he had to get a lot of injuries to be drugged up laying on his back. Let's see. So anyway, let's see, Adam. I'm not a nutritionist or a dietitian or anything like that, so I don't want to tell you how to, what are you eating? What's the primary foods you're eating? What do you get? Name the top 3 foods that you're getting the bulk of your calories from. I'm just curious. Hey, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah. Anyone who donates through Super Chat and specifically wants to go to the Tux Fund, we'll gladly do that today for you guys. So Han Solo, would you like this one to go to Tux? Let me know and we'll donate. And I think I don't know if you just joined us, Han Solo's cousin. I want to thank all our viewers who donated to the Tux GoFundMe. And yeah, here's again a little picture of him that the owner just sent me like an hour or so before the live stream. And yeah, he's taking antibiotics. He gets his leg bandaged every day at the vet. And we're just kind of there right now. Said he's feeling better. He's actually he wants to go outside and she's not letting him go outside. All right, Han Solo's cousin. So for sure, we'll kick in at least five more bucks to Tux tonight. So yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I feel bad asking guys for it, but I just thought I'd share. A lot of vegans, we're vegans because we love animals. And this is an animal that, again, he's not our pet, but he's close to our hearts. Hey, Sarah Smith, how's it going? Holy moly, Han Solo's cousin. All right, $205 will go to Tux. Well, actually, I have to see how much YouTube takes out. Unfortunately, they take a cut. Does anyone know, is it 30 or 40%? But I'll donate the entire proceeds of that, that YouTube releases to us. I'll calculate. I'll Google it. I forgot how many percent it is, but I'll definitely send all these donations that are directed to Tux. So thank you. He's gonna get a pretty nice chunk there for sure, $150 at least or something like that. So thank you, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah, we'll definitely donate that to Tux. You'll see that on the wall. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow, but I just need to do the calculation. You'll see it on the GoFundMe page. You'll see the transparency. I'm not going to pocket the money. You'll probably see it under my name. I'm not sure how to leave messages. If I can, I'll leave it in care of Han Solo's cousin from our channel. But you'll definitely see it up there tonight, tomorrow at the very latest. So thank you, Han Solo's cousin. His mom, Kara, is just overwhelmed with joy about. She didn't think she was going to raise anything, so we told her, we'll just give it our little try there. So thank you so much. Yeah, vegans love animals, right? It's funny. I know some vegans that don't really like animals. They fight for animal rights, but they don't. When it gets down to real animals, they don't like them too much. But we're not that. We just love animals. Let's see. And here's Angie. It'll definitely be most expedient to donate directly to Kara's GoFundMe. Let me. Yeah, I think I just linked to that. So if anyone wants to go check it out, here is the GoFundMe for Tux right there. Yeah, non-vegans love animals too. I know that for a fact. Yeah, I know that I wasn't implying the opposite of what I said. I'm just saying, yeah, vegans, we love animals, right? That's one reason, the major reason why we're vegan. It's true. I mean, non-vegans love animals too, but when you really get down to it, if you really love animals, I should say, probably shouldn't eat them, you know, just saying, you know, but I don't want to get into that right now. And oh yeah, Sarah, speaking of things going on today, guys, this is yeah, Tux is kind of like overwhelming a lot of the stuff that's happening with me and Angie right now, guys. Let me share with you. Let me go back to okay, there's Tux again, but our where is it right here? Our EP Smile is out right now. It's on Apple Music. It's on Spotify. Angie saw it on Tidal. Shazam has it. Here it is on our Bandcamp page where you can get high res downloads, like, you know, non-compressed 24-bit, all that stuff. If you want to get that, let me paste the link to lovespirals.com.bandcamp. And yeah, or if you just want to stream for free, you have a music service, yeah, check it out on Apple Music, Tidal, all that, Spotify. And guess what, guys? On Monday, we're going to premiere our video for the title track, Smile. So join us. It's going to be on the Love Spirals YouTube channel. So hopefully you guys can make it. Here is the link for that. Here it is. So come with us on Monday as we premiere the new Love Spirals video here. It's not like the Beach Boys Smile, nothing to do with that. I was aware of that song, but no, this is the Love Spirals Smile video here. So check it out. Yeah, Monday at 6 p.m., same time as tonight, but on Monday. And we're gonna do more official releases over the album over the next few days, promotions of that. So yeah, come to our video premiere. But anyway, yeah, big, a lot of stuff happening for us this week. So yeah, it's only a 3-song EP, but that's the way we want to roll. Instead of like making 10, 12 songs every few years, we want to just make 3-song EPs after 3-song EPs. So I'm hoping to get we're working on some new songs already, so hopefully we'll get another EP out before the end of the year. So that'd be amazing if we get 2 new releases out before the end of the year. Yeah, just 3 songs here: Smile, Why Not Today, and Down Low. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on with our lives right now. So I think I put the link. Let's see. I think I sent you the link to the video. So again, let me put it down one more time. Guys, save this link because it's going to be on our Love Spirals official channel. So there it is right there. YouTube. Come to the premiere on Monday, 6 p.m. And if you want to get the music on our Bandcamp page, let me give you the link to that right now as well. Here it is. lovespirals.bandcamp.com, where you can, if you like to own your own digital downloads, you know, like MP3s, AACs, Apple lossless, FLAC, and higher bit rate, like, not down to 16-bit, but the full 24-bit masters that we sent them, you can get that there too. Yeah, Amazon Music has it. Sorry, I didn't mention Jeff Bezos' company there. So anyway, yeah, enough promotion and Tux type stuff. But yeah, I'll probably talk about it again for the people that come on later, but I just had to get it out there. Today's a big day for us. Kind of our digital distribution partner screwed up. We were supposed to have an official release date, and they kind of messed that up. So it kind of rolled out slowly and randomly. But anyway, here we are, and we're launching it pretty much officially today. So yeah, new video premiere on Monday. The real chat stuff's going to start off pretty much now. We just need some anti-vegans to pop up. I saw them in the chat before I came on, and where are they now? Where did they go? Did you guys scare them off, Travis? Yes, and as Angie says, subscribe to the Love Spirals official channel. I'll put the link for that one more time for Love Spirals official. Yeah, there's the Smile video, and here's Love Spirals official. Actually, let me say what it is. Yikes! I can't type today. Sorry, guys. And then we'll start. Well, then we'll start talking about vegan stuff. All right, there we go. Down there, click it. Come on Monday, 6 p.m. Join us for the premiere of our new music video. Adam, yeah, I don't know if I saw your follow up. I was wondering what I'm not a dietitian or nutritionist or anything like that, but I'm just kind of curious. Let me know. Share with me like maybe your 2 or 3 like most eaten foods in a typical day. Like what are your primary sources of calories? Just kind of curious what you're eating to get so much manganese. So let me check that out. Again, I'm not a doctor or nutritionist, but if you share that with me, I'll give you my 2 cents for what it's worth. Let's see, do we have an anti-vegan here finally? DC says they went vegetarian, which is not vegan, by the way, and got B12 deficient and got pins and needles in your hands and feet. Okay, so therefore, I'm sorry to hear that, DC, but that wasn't vegan. How long did that take? Just curious. And did you take a B12 supplement? Because you really should take one, even if you're not vegan. I mean, just take a B12 supplement. Because most people are either low or dangerously low, like in their B12. Sarah, you just subscribed to our Love Spirals channel. Awesome. In fact, let me copy what I just did there because I'll probably want to paste it a few times. Anyway, it's all good. Okay, yeah, we did watch that first season of Love is Blind like a year ago, and we saw there's a season 2. Is it cool? Hey, Uncle, good to see you, Uncles. Thanks for joining us here tonight, Uncle Walt. Uncle Walt, did you see we have I pasted let me paste it down here, Uncle Walt. I just pasted down here. Come Monday to our Love Spirals YouTube channel because we're launching a new music video because we have a new album out right now. God, where did it just go? It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Shazam, but here it is on our Bandcamp page. So come by, Uncle Walt. Anyway, let's talk about vegan stuff. Let's see what you guys got going on. Oh, and someone just bought something. Jennifer. Wow, I think you just bought a book or t-shirt. If you're watching right now, Jennifer, thank you so much for buying some of our merch. And hopefully if it's one of the books, you're going to like that. It's, it's our food diary of the past like 4 or 5 years. Indy wants to know if my right eye is turning inwards. No, I mean, it's just been happening for a long time. It just kind of happens as you age, I mean, it's not really turning inwards. It's just that one eye is this one this one's like, let's see, this one naturally wants to be closed more, and this one is the opposite. That's I don't think my eye is turning inward, just like one eyelid wants to stay open more than another, or is more. That's not, why would that be a sign of a deficiency? Because I'm not deficient. I've been getting my blood tested the entire time I'm vegan, so odd things happen as one ages. Weird crap happens, and it has, vegans age too, just like non-vegans age through time. It's a weird thing, huh? As time progresses, we get older, and things usually don't get better. My hair is not as thick, and crap like that. It's just part of it. Indy, no, it's a condition. It just did. I don't know if it just started. No, it didn't just start happening last fall. I've been aware of it's called a lazy eye. Is that what it's called, Angie? A lazy eye? And I've been aware of it for years. Maybe you just noticed it for the first time because I'm kind of conscious about trying to hide it when I look in the camera. But I'm aware of it. A lot of the photos we take, we just delete them when I have a horrible lazy eye. So that's pretty much it. I just try to. Yeah, Angie, we noticed the eye thing a long time ago. So maybe I was deficient a long time ago, but I was testing my blood a long time ago as well. It just happens, bro. When you get older, weird crap happens, It's just a lazy eye, and it happens to non-vegans too, Hey, if that's the worst thing that happened to me as a vegan is I have a lazy eye, I can live with that. It's not a big freaking deal. Yeah, Sarah. Sarah Smith has one boob bigger than the other. Is that from a lack of protein? Is she deficient because one boob is deficiently smaller than the bigger boob? See what I'm saying? Just people aren't symmetrical. I wish we all were, but we're not. That's like the beauty ideal of symmetry or something like that. But anyway, Alex didn't even notice it. I'm aware of it, but because it's me, I'm aware of it. But it's something we try to minimize in photographs and video. Indy, why do you think I have B12 deficiency? Indy, have you seen any of my maybe 5 or 6 blood tests that I put up over the past 7-8 years on YouTube? Have you seen any of them? Because all of them have B12 tests on them. Do you want me to show you some of my extremely strong B12 results? I'll share them with you if you like. If not, I'll paste a let me go paste a link to my blood test video so you can enjoy them all at your leisure and try to find, as best you can, try to find something horrible with me that my doctors and health professionals couldn't find. So here is a link to my blood test vids, and have at it, watch them all. You'll see I have extremely strong B12 levels. They were like super high, like in the top like 1 or 2% of North Americans. And I backed off some of my B12 spray. It's just a sublingual spray. I wasn't going crazy. I was doing it maybe 3 times a week. It says to do it every day. But anyway, yeah. Shit, I hit the wrong button, guys. I'm bad. Vegan brain fog is real. But anyway, yeah, have a look at it, Indy, and see if you can spot something none of my doctors could spot. Yeah, okay, non-vegans apparently don't have lazy eyes, and I'm just being facetious there. Yeah, Indy, there's an infinite number of things that could cause eye problems or lazy eyes. And lazy eyes don't really affect your vision if you're thinking about a true eye problem, like something internal or something like that. Anyway. Yeah, I hit the wrong button because of my lazy eye, Leah. You totally got it there. You know, vegan brain frog in action here. You know, I have a little, I'll show you what I have here that kind of helps me out. I have like an app on my iPad that works with Streamlabs. So instead of going to my computer and hitting buttons, I just hit these big, you know, virtual buttons on my iPad to switch between screens like this. Bam, bam, bam. So anyway, yeah, I hit the wrong one because I'm vegan, right? You know, non-vegans don't make mistakes there. Natalie, as far as coffee, you're gonna have to ask Angie that if she's still around, because I don't drink coffee. I mean, it's occasional I'll sip her coffee, and on super rare occasion, if we're out really early, like at Disneyland, I'll split her coffee with her. But I've only done that like maybe once or twice ever. You know, it's pretty rare. I know nothing about coffee, but she did inform me I like something known as lattes, whatever that is. Eddie, what am I calling a lazy eye? It's what I apparently have here. Okay, Angie just sent me a link to something called drooping eyelids. I thought it was called a lazy eye. But anyway, she sent me a link here to drooping eyelids. It's called PTOSIS, ptosis. 10 causes, and aging. The muscular structures that hold up the eyelid can gradually degenerate over time, leading to droopy eyelid symptoms. So it's, like I said, just some dumb crap that happens as you get older, but it doesn't mean you are deficient in nutrients or anything. I didn't say, and it happens to vegans. It just happens to people. So if you're a young person and your eyelids are perfect, awesome. And, you know, let's see how you're looking at age 54, guys. All right. Yeah, ptosis, Eddie, you got it. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, thanks, Angie, for looking that up. Yeah, mid-50s, as vibrant and youthful and as athletic as I may be, as Angie puts out, it isn't exactly young, you know? Okay, DC, what's that? Oats are inflammatory and oat milk is also? Is that true? Let's see if oat milk is inflammatory. I'm just kind of curious. I know he's just kind of throwing poop on the wall, and he could be on the poop wall pretty soon. So let's look it up. Oats. And this doesn't debunk veganism. I just want to see if oats are inflammatory. Let's see. So it says right here, guys, that eating whole grain oats can prevent diabetes and lower cholesterol, which could prevent cardiovascular disease. Some studies, didn't say it's a slam dunk, it says some studies that oats have an anti-inflammatory effect. And this is from, looks like it's from time.com. Yeah, I mean, what's your source? This is like, just a non-vegan advocate, non-vegan activist source, Time Magazine. Just kind of curious where you got this. It says like some studies that show oats have an anti-inflammatory. So just kind of curious, DC, who's Dr. Peter Osborne, and how come he knows something that seems to not be, let's see. Okay, I see that there's like the gluten-free camp trying to lobby against it like that. But anyway, here, let's look at, again, a non-biased, trying to be objective source of information, a group that's not associated with vegan activists or anything right here. And one of the links that comes up here is the natural anti-inflammatory diet. And this is from WebMD, DC. So you might have one rogue doctor that says something, but again, we're looking for mainstream sources, not questionable sources here. And let's see, anti-inflammatory foods. Can you see this here? Whole grains. Is that what we were talking about? Like oatmeal. Do you see this here? Right here, whole grains, oatmeal. Again, under the anti-inflammatory diet. So you might have one guy saying something, but he could just be full of crap. Just because he's a doctor doesn't mean he automatically is connected with truth. Just because he utters something out of his mouth with a PhD or a doctor's, an MD, doesn't mean they're automatically correct and right. This, again, is the general medical consensus. That's what's cool about WebMD. It's not pro-vegan or anti-vegan. They just come out with the best, most just like general medical consensus opinions on things here. Hey, Karina. What's that, Karina? Thank you so much for your super chat tip there. Let me read it. Just scrolled by so quickly. Even if being vegan was bad for me, yes, I know where you're going with this, I'd still do it. I want animals to live. I mean, yeah, exactly. If vegan wasn't the healthiest diet in the world, I don't know if it is. People ask, what's the optimal diet for man? Is it vegan? I don't know. All I know is it's healthy enough if you want it to be. But yeah, you can eat a really unhealthy vegan diet if you want to. I'm not going to say crap to you, but I agree with you. Thanks, Karina. I agree with you 100%. Even if we weren't the best diet in the world, I'd still be doing it because it's healthy enough and animals don't need to die. Hey, Han Solo's cousin, eat your broccoli. It's weird when you see people afraid of broccoli. Sarah, Mai Tai for the win. You're talking about the vlog. Did you guys watch the vlog that we released yesterday? Yeah, we filmed it Wednesday at the Disney Hotel at the Trader Sam's bar. And I had this fantasy. I knew it was going to be like a warm day. We're going to be in this tropical environment. It looks like Hawaii. And I wanted to have a Mai Tai. And I was thinking, I've never had a Mai Tai before. I just had the fantasy of a Mai Tai, and that thing whooped my ass, man. That thing was strong. Good thing I wasn't driving immediately after. Man, that Mai Tai. Whew. I don't think I'm ever having a Mai Tai again. It was tasty and cool, but I think if I ever have an alcoholic drink there again, it'll probably be a mojito. I liked Angie's fun little mojito there. It was so just so light. Like I said, you could just drink it all day. It reminded me of like wine coolers from childhood. Not childhood, but you know what I mean, like 19, 20 years old. Hey, Griffin babies, what is up? You like the vlog too, Amber? Yeah, it was funny. Indy. Hey, Indy, what symptoms am I showing here? Indy, talk to me. Don't talk to someone else. Indy, I'm putting you on restriction right now. And moderators, let me know if Indy says some crap to someone else. Now, Indy, come and tell me, what symptoms am I showing here? I have a drooping eye, which we just checked out here is a normal condition due to aging through time. I know if you're 19, you don't understand this stuff yet, because usually when you get older, from 19 to 20, it's cool. But once you're over 30, aging does not usually present too many benefits to it. It's usually, negative. So Indy, please tell me what your thing is about these symptoms that me as a healthy 54-year-old, I give you the links to my blood tests. I'll show you some of my athleticism if you want to see. Just tell me, what horrible symptoms am I displaying that makes you think that veganism is a fail? Just curious. Hey, Lisa, happiest vegan on earth. You had one of those a few years ago, the Mai Tais. And had 3 of those hippopotami Mai Tais in one night. Whoa, Lisa, how can you do that? I mean, I didn't even finish mine. I think by the end of our session there, our meal, I think I drank maybe 3/4 of it. I think we showed half, but I had a little bit more. But it actually, the effects went away pretty quickly once I started walking around, took a pee, drank more water. It went away pretty quickly. I think after like an hour and a half, I was just totally normal again, So yeah, it wasn't a big deal. But 3 of them, holy moly, Lisa, you must have had some tolerance to alcohol. You said you did, you stopped drinking because of alcohol, problems or what have you. So I hope I'm not sharing too much private information there, Lisa. I think you've shared that before, but yeah. Anyway, sorry if I said too much there, Lisa. My bad. Yeah, the reason you stopped drinking, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought that was a known thing, yeah. But yeah, we don't really drink all that often. So yeah, just like having 3/4 of a Mai Tai is like, whoa, this is the most buzz I felt in like a decade maybe. It was pretty hardcore. DC, what would I do if there were no B12 supplements to take? Why? I mean, there are B12 supplements to take, but what would I do? I'll tell you, DC. I've been vegan for 11 years, and for the first 6 years, I took 0 supplements. No B12, no nothing, no supplements, 0 supplements. However, I was doing that responsibly. I was getting my blood tested roughly every year and a half, and my B12 was always fine, somewhere in like the 400 to 500 range. So I was doing it responsibly. After about 5-6 years, I became more of an influencer, a micro-influencer, whatever you want to call it. And I thought I would set a good example to people watching our content. If I were to take a B12 supplement, show that I have absolutely 0 fear of supplements. It's not like your diet's a fail if you take a B12 supplement. So, I mean, what would I do? I could probably go another 5-6 years again and never take a supplement. Wait for the global B12 supplement shortage to sort itself out, or say all the B12 is mined in Ukraine and it gets blown up by Vladimir Putin and it takes 5 years to build a new mine. Whatever. I'll be fine. I'll be totally cool for another at least 5-6 years. I never took another B12 supplement. That's what I would do. Just wait till there's another supplement. But why would there be no B12 supplements? Like, why? Your B12 is 278. Bro, you're deficient, man. Even when I was 5 years vegan, mine was about 400 something. I've had it over 1,000. It was like 1,100 a couple years ago. I brought it back down now into a nice like 500 to 600 range. So if anyone is low or dangerously low in B12, it's you, bro. Are you aware, DC, that roughly 40% of people in the United States and Canada are either deficient in B12 or dangerously low? And I think you might be flirting with that dangerously low bit. I would suggest you discuss this with your medical doctor. So it shows you all this meat you're eating and stuff like that isn't hanging with even a vegan who took no supplements for 5-6 years. Mine was double that, at least. Around double that. So anyway. Yeah, and thank you, Graven Babies. There are plant sources of B12. Thank you. How could I forget this? Let's go take a look at duckweed. I have this pretty much every day, not because it has B12 necessarily. I mean, I'm glad it does. I started taking it when I switched over from running and cycling to weight training for basketball, putting on some more bulk. And at the time, no one knew that my the duckweed I was taking, that's what it is. It's a whole food plant. No one knew at the time that it had bioavailable B12, but I loved it. And sure enough, here, let's zoom in. Let's see, B12, 20% of your RDA of vitamin B12. So that you can get, if you could just take 5 scoops of that if you really had to, is what I'm saying, DC. Let's see, Sarah, your B12 is 900, but DC is here. Isn't this funny? DC came here to bag on vegans for being B12 low or deficient, and he's lower than any vegan that he's compared to. You're lower than when I was never even supplementing for like 5 years. 278 ain't that great, bro. As far as like, boasting about like robust B12 levels. I mean, at least you're not technically deficient, but that's really not like, anything to come to a vegan channel and brag about and try to make us feel like our diet's deficient, because that's not like, we're not jealous. Okay, we saw Love is Blind when it came out like a year and a half ago. I really don't remember too much about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, Jesse 12 string. What would DC do if there were no animals to eat? I answered your hypothetical, DC. What would I do if there was no B12? I said I'd wait for the shortage to work itself out and take a supplement in. But what would DC do if there were no animals to eat? Just curious. Hey, Bill Seabury, you're not late. It's all good. Yeah, veganism debunked, Fu Man Poo. A lot of farting, huh? So anyway, where is DC now? Where did DC go? Is DC here just to like troll us and leave? I didn't even get a chance to put him on the poop wall. And good point, Fall Dieting. I'm not sure if DC is aware that livestock are often fed or given B12 supplements. So why eat the middleman when you just eat the same thing that they're eating, a B12 supplement? You love farting on Solo? Yeah, especially if you're by yourself or outdoors. Yeah, farting is totally cool. Oh my God, Graven Babies. Over in Florida, your AC broke. Oh my God, 7,000 on a new unit. That's what ours cost like 15 years ago when we put one in here. Wow. That sucks, man. That's a huge financial hit there. But I guess it's essential where you live at, huh? Let's see, Sarah, on 3/15, you're going on a 2-week road trip. You won't be around, but you'll be here in spirit. Wow, cool. That sounds fun, Sarah. 2-week road trip sounds like it hit the spot right now for sure. No, I didn't get a chance to check out Joe Rogan's videos, guys. Mark, I just been busy this week with Tux the cat, his situation, and we took that one day out to film at the hotel, the tiki room thing, and then our new album, just the march up to getting an album out this week. So I've had no real time to work on any like YouTube stuff other than what you're seeing here, unfortunately, guys. Indy, plant foods contain only trace amounts of B12. Indy, did you just not see this here? Let's take a look once again. I will mouse over. Just watch really carefully. Here are the nutrition facts about the Clean Machine Green Protein, which is a whole food plant, basically, duckweed. And look at here, vitamin B12, 20%. That's not a trace amount. Trace amount is like something under 1% or something like that. 20% is far from a trace amount. So if I answered your question, DC, if you don't answer my question, I'm going to put you in timeout. What would you do if there were no animals to eat? Just curious, what would you do? I told you what I would do. I would just not take a B12 supplement for 5 years as I did when I was an early vegan, and I'd be fine like I did back then. So what would you do without any animals to eat, DC? I'm just kind of curious. Since I played along with your question, humor me and answer mine. You can return the coolness. Yeah, Leah Rouse, I have mentioned to him. Yeah, 40%, nearly 40%. It's actually 39% of people in the United States are either deficient or dangerously low in B12. We're talking about just people, not vegans, just your average Joe and Janes walking around here. So look outside. You'll see, if you see 5 people or 10 people, let's say 4 of them are deficient. If you see 5, 2 are probably low or deficient in B12. Ooh, triple digits in the summer, Sarah. Man, that sounds brutal. Yeah, we can get that sometimes too, but often we'll go a year or not crack 100 here in Long Beach. But it can happen when there's a gnarly heat wave. It's going to be in the net. Ooh, sorry, burp. I just had a big epic burrito bowl, something, and keep it carb, baby. It's going to be in the 90s tomorrow, Graven Babies. Wow. Hey, Demonic's Gaming Domain. What's my fave vegan movies? Yours are Pig with Nick Cage and all the little animals. I don't know. Like, what do you mean by a vegan movie? Yeah, at least we have the beach here, Walt, to kind of cool us down, moderate our temperatures. Doesn't get as cold here by the coast as it does, like, 10, 20 miles inland. And same in the summers, much hotter, like 10, 20 miles inland. The coast kind of has a nice moderating effect on temperatures. Indy, you didn't answer my question. If you do that one more time, you are out of here. I'm going to put you in timeout. And that's not algae, bro. It's called duckweed. It has multiple, I forgot, is it 3 or 4, has multiple forms of bioavailable B12. Do you understand what bioavailable is? Bioavailable to humans. It's not algae. It's not pseudo B12. This isn't algae. It's called duckweed. It's not algae. Algae is its own thing. This is not algae. You might think, oh, it's in the water. It's algae. I know this might be tough for your brain to comprehend, but not everything that grows on water is algae. It's not algae. It's a whole different plant taxona, whatever they're called. It's not algae, bro. I've never heard of seaweed having B12 because, yeah, why does it even bring that up? You're throwing poop on the wall, bro. So, Indy, now that I've answered all your questions, and you're lucky, I'm so nice, I answered all your questions, answer the one question asked of you. What would you do if there were no animals, dude? I told you what I would do if there were no B12 supplements. I would just get by until they sort the world global shortage of B12 supplements out. You know, it could take 5 years. It doesn't matter. I know I'm good for that. So what would you do if there were no animals, dude? Just curious. If you don't answer the question, I'm going to put you in timeout or ban you. Let's see, by a vegan movie, I meant endorsing animals' lives. All the little animals. I don't know. I'm honestly not familiar with like vegan movies other than like the big docos, like, you know, like Cowspiracy, What the Hell, Seaspiracy, stuff like that. I don't know if those are technically vegan movies. They have a pro-vegan, you know, a message behind them for sure. I like all those I just mentioned there. Game Changers, all that. Yeah, Dr. Bear. Yeah, algae is known for having DHA in the form of omega-3 fatty acids, but I've never heard it supported, like, you know, purported to have B12. That's just like, Indy is a really confused person, as most of these anti-vegans are. How come anti-vegans typically, not all, but like 95% of you guys are really confused people? Like, so Indy, answer my question if you're still here, or else we're going to block you. Yeah, answer your question, or beyond the poop ball, Han Solo's cousin, I'm just going to block him because I've answered all his questions, or her, whatever. It's usually dudes. And won't even answer the one simple question that wasn't even my question. I saw one of you guys ask it before I did. So anyway, yeah, where's the poop ball? Here's the poop ball. It still has a question or whatever, a comment from last week. We're waiting to get a new poop wall person up there. Indy, my question was, for the third or fourth time, what would you do? Since I answered your question, what would I do if there were no B12 supplements? So I'd wait it out for 5 years. I know I'm good for at least 5-6 years. But what would you do? Say 5-6 years, there were no animals to eat. What would you do? Just curious. What would you do? Poor Angie ran out of power. Yeah, I remember your device had like 30% when I handed it to you. I said, that should be fine. I guess it's running out quicker than I thought. Vegans have no chance? Roddy, what are you saying that vegans have no chance? I don't understand what you mean. Vegans have no chance for what? To get B12? Or please explain. Okay, I told you, I don't remember too much about the first season of Love is Blind. Matt, am I Hoochie? If you're Hoochie, hey Hoochie to you too, Matt. Good to see you. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Dan L. That's horrible. Matt, I just asked you, what would you do if you couldn't eat animals for, say, 5 or 6 years? Like I said, you know, I could definitely not take any B12 supplements for 5-6 years. I'll give up my duckweed if I'm forced to. Say there's a duckweed shortage too or something like that. I asked you a simple question. You didn't answer. I think there'll always be animals. Yeah, of course there'll always be animals. Say you couldn't eat them for some reason. You were trapped in a vegan prison, or animals, I don't know what, just I couldn't even imagine a scenario why I couldn't get B12 for 5 or 6 years. So Matt, just suspend your belief or disbelief, whatever that idiom is, and just go with me here. What would you do if you couldn't eat animals for 5 or 6 years? Don't say, I think there'll always be animals. Yeah, of course there'll always be animals, unless we kill them all. Yeah, thanks for deleting his answer there, Uncle. Yeah, Indy, and you got timed out. You didn't answer my question. See, this is the thing. When I say, please answer my question, and I say, if not, we will time you out, and this is what happens. cause, effect, actions, consequences. A lot of people don't understand consequences of actions, and we just showed right there that they're consequences to actions. Me or one of my wonderful moderators will time your ass out, and if you're a real jerk, we will ban you. Yeah, vegan prison. I don't know, I'm just trying to admit a scenario there, like where Indy couldn't get meat for 5 years. He went to prison in a country that's vegan or something like that, or vegetarian at least, or something like that. He was not nice, Matt. I answered all his questions, and then finally came time for me to pose a question to him, and wouldn't answer it. And I've said multiple times, answer my question, answer yours. Let's hear your answer, and just beat around it. Naughty Vegan in Pasadena. I kind of remember the name when I was looking for some places to eat a while back, but no, never been. I should try it out. You're saying there, Alex? Steve Links, don't I like getting debunked? What are you talking about, Steve? You're saying a bunch of crap here. So pose an example why you think veganism has been debunked. Say it to me. Just don't throw one-liners out. Come out and say very clearly why you think veganism is wrong, or the evidence you have for whatever you're trying to say here. Okay? And if you don't, we'll time you out again. Just if you're gonna come here to debunk veganism, I invited you. That's cool. Now be cool. Play along according to how I want you to play along. Tell me why you think it is exactly. It's not asking for something outrageous or unreasonable. If you're here to debunk veganism, let's hear your argument. If you don't have one, then shut up. Seriously, I only want to hear you if you have a good argument, or even if it's a crappy argument. Let's hear your argument. Yeah, that's what the title is. So tell me, what's your are you going to debunk? Are you a vegan? Just ask me. I'm sorry if you're a vegan. Just ask me. Anyway, if you have anyone, Steve or anyone, has an argument to debunk veganism, I want to hear it. If you have some example why veganism is wrong or null and void, I want to hear it. Matt, this is more of a academic question to me, since I've been with Angie for so long. I find it hard to conceive of myself, if I were single, to actually have a real relationship with someone who wasn't even vegetarian, or let alone vegan. This is weird. Okay, is that the debunking of veganism right there, Steve? We got to do a little bit better than that. Amber, good night. Amber, have a good sleep there. Hopefully we put you off in a good mood here. Let's see. Something to put up on the poop wall. DC, I feel more energy after eating turkey than tofu. I didn't see that. Where was that? Let me scroll back up. I must have missed that one. That isn't even worth putting on the poop wall. It's just is that, are you trying to debunk veganism by saying that? And who would eat just tofu or something like that? That's just kind of weird. So DC, if you have a debunking of veganism, if you think you have an example or an argument that proves veganism wrong, put it out here now, DC. But if you're just going to keep throwing poop on the wall, we're going to just boot you out of here. So again, I want you, if you think you have a good argument that debunks veganism, I want to hear it. Okay, please share it with me. I encourage you. I want you. Please try to debunk veganism. But if you're just going to throw these one-liner quibs out, I like meat, whatever. I don't like tofu. That's just nonsense. That's not a argument or debunking. So anyway, it's up to you, DC, how you want to play. We'll see. And Uncle Walt, please time him out or block him if he just keeps saying just one-liner quibs like that. Is quib a word, or quip? Is that it? I don't know. Matt, did you help inspire the poop ball? No, the poop ball, Matt. No, it was an idea coming. I had an idea for a while, but yeah, the poop ball came out a little bit after that time. You would have been on the poop ball if we had one back then. But I know I needed a poop ball for a long time. I just finally need to sit down for an afternoon and design a poop ball. Yeah, Graven Bateries, go eat some tofu in honor of all these knuckleheads. Chosen Superstar. Turkey's delicious. Again, if you're just going to do that, we will block you or at least time you out. If you have an argument or some great example of why you think veganism is null and void and debunked, share it. But if you're going to sit there, meat is good, that's not going to cut it, and we will get rid of you. This is fun, Steve. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'd rather listen to turkeys than knuckleheads too, huh? Matthew, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor or dietitian. So I don't know what you're doing. I mean, if I were one of those, I'd have to sit down or whatever, listen to what you're doing, eating, what your primary meals like and stuff like that. Not sure what you're doing wrong. I mean, it sounds like maybe you weren't, getting enough food, possibly. A lot of people think being vegan is like a weight loss thing. You get cut and, look great in a your swimming trunks and bikinis and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been vegan 11 years and I feel freaking amazing. So anyway, if someone wants to share an argument, not like, I tried going vegan and I didn't like it. That's cool. That's your personal experience. I'm not here to deny that. That's your thing. But that doesn't debunk veganism. That's just your personal experience. And, cool. Yeah, and I have sympathy for you and all that. But I want to hear an argument that you think proves that why veganism is wrong for all of us, not just for one person, whatever. I'm saying, just try to your best to present some logical argument. What are some common mistakes, Matthew? I think one is just not knowing what to eat, really. I mean, not knowing how to eat a healthy, balanced vegan diet, and not knowing how much to eat. You might have been under eating. A lot of people think I'm just gonna eat a little bit less when I go vegan. No, that's a recipe for disaster. Eat till you're full. That's why our bodies and brains signal to us when we're full. That means you got a lot of food in there. Hey, she would cross me up and dunk on me? Awesome. Show me some videos, bro. Talk is cheap. People love to say, oh yeah, I'm like Michael Jordan. I'm like LeBron James. I can do all this stuff. Let me see. Let me see what you got, Ace Jackson. If you want to play sometime, that'd be amazing. Hey, what's your height and age? Just kind of curious, Ace. Share that with me, what your height and age are. Han Solo's cousin, same. You've been vegan 5 or 6 months and more healthy than before. Not an uncommon thing to say. Okay, math. You're eating about 4,000 calories a day of rice, beans, and green style, huh? And that's a lot of calories, bro. What are you doing? Are you like a hardcore athlete or something? Let me know. Kind of curious. That's a lot. But again, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm a music producer, a video producer, but I've been vegan 11 years and I've seen a lot of stuff in my time here. How do I respond when people say they don't care about veganism? They don't care if an animal's getting hit on the head with a club or something like that. If so, you just go and hit their poodle with a stick. I'm not saying you should, but I'm going, they care about animals. They just say that to try to deflect any guilt or blame, that they're responsible for as far as causing animal cruelty. Okay, I see a lot of talk here. Maria, Chosen Superstar, and others. Again, if you didn't like your vegan diet, awesome, cool, whatever, that's fine. I can live with that. If you quit, but if you have an argument as to why veganism is somehow wrong or whatever, please share it with me. I've still not seen reasons other than, I went vegan and it didn't work for me and I quit. That's cool. That's your personal story. Cool. But please give me an argument why veganism is somehow null and void. I'd love to see it. Cycling and full-time job, Matt. Yeah, cycling, you can burn through. I know, because I used to run and cycle years back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you should talk to a proper, someone who's actually trained, has had, courses and degrees and certification and vegan dietetics and stuff like that. I just was kind of curious roughly. Yeah, it's beyond my wheelhouse. Just curious what you're eating there. All right, Indy. You're not playing along, Indy. You are in timeout again. Don't fight with Dr. Bear. Again, if you have an argument to debunk veganism, tell me. Don't shout it at our viewers here. Yes, Larry. Some people are timed out right now. WDW Mommy, I drink alcohol very rarely. Watch our vlog from yesterday where we went to Trader Sam's at the Disneyland Hotel. Yeah, I had a little bit of, I had my first Mai Tai of my life at age 54. So I have alcohol once in a while. Native drums? What is that? Doctor says vegans are delusional and starving themselves. Native drums. Do you believe that claim you made here, Native drums? Because we'll put that up on the poop wall. Yeah, all right. Don't yell at me in all caps, bro. Here, you're going to go on to what we call the poop wall, and we will look at your claim here. So anyway, let's get him up on the poop wall. You're the first one to get on the poop wall today. So there we go, Native drums. There you go. There's Native drums' argument to debunk veganism. Our first one. Thank you for playing along and presenting some kind of reason or argument as to why veganism is wrong. First of all, can you tell me who these doctors are that say vegans are delusional and starving themselves? Can you tell me? Would it be like Sean Baker or something like that? Let me know, Native drums, who this doctor is making this claim, and then we'll see if there's any actual evidence to support that claim. So we'll wait 1 second for you, Native drums. Like, who is this doctor that says this? And furthermore, if you have one doctor, the doctor himself or herself could be completely delusional. They could be like totally delusional. And it's just, that's why it's not great to trust the word of like one person. It's better to trust the opinions of large groups of persons, like health organizations, groups that have like hundreds, if not thousands or hundreds of thousands of members, and they put out position papers, rather than like one crackpot, knucklehead who got his doctor's license taken away from him for incompetence. How am I censoring your question? No one's censoring anything, Native drums. No, you didn't answer my question. Which health organization is saying this? So I will answer your question. Native drums, nope. You're about to be put in timeout. I will answer your question thoroughly, but first I want you to answer one question for me, and only one. What health organization of doctors is saying this? You can just say doctors say to poop 10 times a day. Like, who's saying that? Doctors say, to piss on your neighbor. Like, what doctors are saying these things? So tell me, what doctor? Oh, he got timed out. Oh, thanks, Uncle Walt. But anyway, I will answer the question because this is quite entertaining. Vegans are delusional and starving themselves. Well, delusional is like, a subjective opinion of this person or people are delusional, but starving themselves is an objective fact. We can see if that is true or false. So let's go over to see the positions of health organizations. Again, I'm not looking at the positions of like, say, single doctors or something like that. First of all, let's take a look at, say, the position of the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics. This is like 100,000 people in this organization. A position paper that said, appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate. Do you see the words here highlighted? Nutritionally adequate, and they are appropriate for all people in all phases of life. So we say, I don't trust these guys. There's some vegans in this group. Okay, if you don't like them, let's take a look at right here, the positions of various other health organizations around the world, like say the Dietitians of Canada. A well-planned vegan diet can meet all these nutritional needs. It's safe and healthy for pregnant women, teens, and seniors. British National Health Service. Again, these are health organizations, not like one delusional wannabe doctor or something like that. With good planning and an understanding of what makes up a healthy, balanced vegan diet, you can get all the nutrients your body needs. All. Do you understand what the word all the nutrients your body needs? It keeps going on here. There's more dietitians and groups, health professional groups around the world saying the exact same thing. So anyone who comes to the poop wall here and says vegans are starving themselves, that's just an outlier crackpot knucklehead position. You have nothing to support what you're saying there unless you're referring to like a solitary delusional doctor with an axe to grind against vegans. You're not going to find any credible or even not so credible health organization of health professionals saying anything remotely like what the poop wall says here. So thanks for playing native drums, but no, you haven't debunked veganism. All it shows is if you're repeating some complete nonsense you heard from an anti-vegan somewhere online. Doctors don't say that unless you find like one or two delusional doctors. You're not going to find any health organization anywhere in the world saying this. So anyway, thanks for playing. Mod eraser. Okay, you're about to be timed out or banned, mod eraser. If you have an argument against veganism, a reason why veganism is wrong, say it now, concisely and clearly. And if you don't, I will personally block you. So we'll wait to see if mod eraser has some kind of great debunking of veganism. Oh no, you come in here talking a big talk. I just see you throwing poop on the wall. So give me your best poop. But I think you can't because you just got timed out by Uncle. Uncle doesn't play around. If you don't play by my rules, Uncle ain't playing. He is not playing around. And the chosen superstar, I'm not sure what you're trying to say here. Again, if you have a argument against veganism, present it now. We will examine it. If you don't have an argument, you can go just be quiet in the background, watch, or go to another channel. But if you have an argument, now is the time to present it to me. Don't fight with my audience here. Present your argument, your example, why veganism is horrible, debunked, null and void. Now present it. Forget it? No. Again, you're fighting with Dr. Bear. Why is everyone fighting with Dr. Bear? This is my channel that says debunk veganism to me. Not for Dr. Bear, it's for me. So, chosen one. Last time, if you have a reason you want to share with me, the host of this show, why veganism is debunked, now is your opportunity. I'm giving you our full attention right now, the chosen superstar. If you think you got the goods, share it right now. If not, shut up. But Uncle Walt just timed you out too for 3 minutes. So everyone who's been timed out, you can think about your arguments right now. Get it together, plan it out, put some thought into it instead of just throwing poop on the wall. Think about your argument. You could start typing it out now in another tab or something like that. Open up a text edit app or something like that and get your argument ready, then paste it when your 300 seconds has expired. 300 seconds of being timed out. So anyway, and Maria, I see you fighting with other people too. Maria, again, if you have an argument that you want to bring to us, that why veganism is bad, not that I tried vegan, didn't work for me, and I said, that's cool, I'm happy for whatever. But if you have an argument as to why you think veganism is bad or debunked, please share it with me, Maria, or else you might suffer the same fate. Unfortunately, I'm not timing these people out, but Uncle Walt ain't playing. He's my moderator. He doesn't mess around. Maria, you're on thin ice now. Don't fight with Graven babies. If anything, come to me. I'm asking you right now. Please tell me your argument as to why veganism is horrible. Give me your not your personal story there. Just tell me the reason, the debunking, your logical argument as to why. Uncle, you keep timing them out. Uncle, what's going on? Uncle, you keep timing out all these people, and I'm sure they deserve it too. Uncle, I have no one to put up on the poop wall now. I thought we had some good poop people here. So anyway, anyone in timeout, don't take it personally. You just kind of broke the rules. You weren't listening to me. And that's why Uncle probably is timing out. A, you're fighting with the guests, which is a big no-no. Never fight with our audience. And secondly, you're not listening to me. If you came here to debunk veganism, debunk it to me, not to Dr. Bear or anyone else. Me, I'm the person you need to be talking to. If you're talking to someone else trying to debunk veganism, you're gonna get timed out. Come only to me to debunk veganism. You guys understand that. So get it together, present it, start typing it out in timeout, and then paste it as soon as your timeout expires. Our t-shirts, you can get them on shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Let me take you there right now really quickly. Where is our store here? Shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. You can get our t-shirts, you can get our books, ebook and print book for the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook down there, happyhealthyvegan.org. So anyway, okay. How do you respond when non-vegans say it's okay to kill animals because they're not human? It's like, what about an animal being not human makes it okay to kill? So I can, by that logic, I can go and like slice their dog's head off, right? Because they're not human. You can do whatever you want. Say I didn't want to slice his head off. Say I just wanted to kick it like a punt it like a football. Extreme cruelty, right? So they're saying is if something's not a human, you could be as cruel as you want to be because it's not a human. Humans, they have rights and you have to be considerate to them. You can't harm them. But anything that's not a human, you can just go injure it, maim it, kill it, cripple it because it's not human. How does that give someone right to do as they want? I've never heard of that as a rule. If something's not human, you can just punt it, chop its head off. It's cool. You won't go to jail. People won't trip on you. Is that what they're saying? Hey, thank you, Mary Alice. I love your channel. Thank you, me and Angie, and our kindness. And you don't want to eat anything with a heartbeat. Keep going strong. Thank you. That's what we do. Hey, that vegan teacher, that's you. I see the verified check mark. Thank you for all the work we do on this channel to help the animals. That's what we've been doing here, that vegan teacher. We started our channel back in 2013 and have been going strong the whole time, basically. Yeah, just trying to share with people how easy and simple it is to be vegan. It's not some weird, radical, extreme diet where you have to sacrifice and give up all this stuff. It's a compassionate way of living, knowing it's wrong to exploit, harm, kill animals. And we got to eat something. We just can't starve ourselves. Eat plants. It's so basic. It's wrong to harm animals, so eat plants. We could be more basic than that, but people try to make it so weird, so complicated, so confusing. Especially these anti-vegans try to define veganism in a way that demands perfection. Like if you step on an ant, you can't be vegan anymore. Such nonsense like that. But yeah, thanks for popping by. And thank you. And thank you too for what you're doing to spread veganism in your own unique way. And that's all we can do as activists. Spread veganism in the way that we can utilize our strengths and, try to share the message with people as, the best as we can. Yeah, eat plants. So basic. That's what it is. And not only eat plants, we do it for a certain reason, not to, be the healthiest person in the world. Even though you can be healthy as a vegan, we do it because there's no other choice. It's just plain wrong and needless to kill animals. So anyway, let's see. Never heard of that band before, Neurodrift? Dr. Bear, hey, what's that, Dr. Bear? Poop Wall, The Sound of Freedom. I can't cook a fantastic... Is that worth the poop wall there, Dr. Bear? Let's see. What do you think, Angie? I can cook a fantastic steak. Not dogs, though. You're sick. I don't even understand that. If this Sound of Freedom is back, and again, Sound of Freedom. Didn't we ban you or time you out earlier? Sound of Freedom. Again, your last shot. Present an argument to me. Just what you're doing right now, if you're chatting with Dr. Bear, just stop. Bring us an intelligent or even a semi-intelligent argument to a coherent, as best as you can. I know your thinking sounds pretty scattered to me, but anyway, try your best to present a semi-coherent argument against veganism. That's all I can ask for from a lot of these anti-vegans. A semi-quasi-coherent argument. Debunking veganism. Are you guys all drinking Mai Tais or what? What's going on? How come the thoughts are so scattered here? So anyway, we'll give you one more shot here. And if not, we will take care of you. We'll just put it like that. I will show that vegan teacher. Come on.
Should I start some kitchery?
I'm good right now. That epic burrito bowl was massive.
I know it was.
I don't know if we need kitchery tonight, to be honest with you.
Too much.
I think it might be too much.
Alright, we'll save it for tomorrow.
Okay. Mouse Hansen. Again, I'm not a dietitian, nutritionist, medical doctor. I'm not trying to answer that. What do I say to the argument that vitamin A from plants can't be converted to a usable form by many people? Does anyone know if that's true or not? I mean, I apparently have no vitamin deficiencies that I've been able to detect through any of my many blood labs over the many years. Okay. Sound of Freedom, is this your argument? Your mods won't allow you to post your questions. No, my mods don't block the questions. You just type it down here, Sound of Freedom. Is that your question for me? Yes or no? Why do I eat plant-based products? Is that your question? Is that your debunking of veganism? Let me know, Sound of Freedom. If you have something you want to say, now is the time to say it. If you don't say it now, we're going to time you out again. So now, just tell me, is that all you wanted to say to me? Why do we eat plant-based products? Is that your thing? Is that your debunking? Okay, Maria. All right, Maria's got something for the poop ball. So Sound of Freedom, you're on hold right now, so don't paste anything. We're going to tackle Maria's question here. So Maria, let's get you up here, and we'll examine your question here for me. We will examine your question together. Maria, okay, my question is, Ryan, how can you prove absolute certainty that we don't need meat for proper health without showing me a paper? Well, let me ask you, how can you prove with absolute certainty that you just can't eat, you can eat only plants and have proper health? Like, how come I have to have absolute certainty and can't show a paper? I mean, how do you know with absolute certainty that you can't be nutritionally adequate as a vegan? You seem to have some kind of certainty about this. So how come I have to have absolute certainty and not show any science, and you're exempt from that? But let's see. How can I prove absolute certainty that we don't need meat for proper health? I mean, how do you know anything with absolute certainty? We could be living in a simulation right now. All I know is that there are the position papers of various health organizations around the world, not just like an organization of like two schmucks. We're talking about, groups of like hundreds, thousands of health professionals who've examined the literature, the scientific studies, which we can look at. Science is something it's not to be laughed at or distrusted. It's the opinion of health organizations around the world that appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for all people, all stages of life. Again, I can show you these, but you don't want to see them. I showed them earlier. So what more do I need to know? I've been vegan 11 plus years now. I've been getting my blood labs tested the entire time. They're great. My doctors are amazed. I'm 54. I'm not on any medications. I'm not diabetic, pre-diabetic. They say whatever you're doing, Ryan, is working out really well for you. And we're not going to suggest you change anything because you're in incredible shape, incredible health for a man of your age. So what do you mean absolute certainty? I don't know if we have absolute certainty on anything in life there, Maria. So anyway, how do you have absolute certainty that vegan diets are not nutritionally adequate? I guess that's my question for Maria. What gives you absolute certainty? All I know is that there's the professional health organizations around the world, and these aren't even papers. You said not to show you a paper. I'm just going to show you position papers, or not even position papers. Damn, where'd it go again? I'll pull it up one more time here. Just opinions of health groups around the world. Here, Maria, let me pose it to you. Why am I not seeing any positions of health organizations that are saying vegan diets are dangerous, don't do it, they're nutritionally non-adequate or inadequate? We're not seeing that, but if we look around the world, various health organizations are saying appropriately planned vegan diets provide all the nutrition you need. So what more do I need to know, Maria? The health professionals agree upon this. Organizations, not just like one or two weird knuckleheads, but health organizations reviewing the science. My health reflects it. What am I missing, Maria? Please tell me. Okay, so now we can put Freedom Man, whatever his name is, up on the board here. Where'd he go? I just saw Mr. Freedom. Where'd he go? Sound of Freedom. So basically, Mr. Freedom, here, I think this is his whole question for me. God, this is your this is going to be a great poop wall here. Okay, 1 second here. Oh, where's my poop wall? All right, poop wall. Okay, Freedom, you made it on to the poop wall, Sound of Freedom. Here we go. Why consume plant-based products that resemble steak? Well, I don't know. Let's go through the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook and see all these plant-based products that resemble steak here. All right, so I'm going to start off with the Tuscan Kale Pilaf. Sound of Freedom. Does this resemble steak? Just curious. Just kind of curious. How about, let's look at the next dish. Turn the page. How about 3 being vegan chili? Does this resemble steak? No. How about, white bean and eggplant chili? Does this resemble steak? No. Let's see. Let me keep going here. Southwestern chowder. Does this resemble steak? Yeah, a lot of poops to choose from, huh, Dr. Bear? Let's see. How about the easy vegan gumbo? Does this resemble steak? No. Doesn't even resemble like shrimp or prawns or anything like that. How about classic corn chowder? Does this resemble steak? No. Let me skip ahead. Like tortilla soup, I'm not skipping to hide anything that looks like steak. Split pea soup doesn't look like steak. Creamy tomato soup. Okay, I'm gonna get to some the 2-step meals here, like curried chickpeas and veggies. Does this look like steak? It's called gumbo, but gumbo has prawns or shrimps in it, and ours does not have any fake shrimp. Actually, since he's calling out the gumbo, let's go check out the gumbo. Let me read all the ingredients to the gumbo recipe here. All right, easy vegan gumbo. All right, let's check this out here. Let's see how this is like fake meat or something. So here's our ingredients here. We got some red bell pepper, celery, mushrooms, okra, green beans, zucchini, tomatoes, kidney beans, tomato paste, and a bunch of spices like thyme, paprika, black pepper, oregano, sage, cumin, some tamari sauce, water, and basmati rice. So what about that, Mr. Sound of Freedom, is it sounds like meat to you, like we're trying to simulate meat, like okra? No, I mean, that'd be the closest thing. It's basically all the stuff you would find in a gumbo except for the dead critters. So how again are we trying to recreate meat here, bro? So please, what do you think about that, Sound of Freedom? What do you think about that? You said, why consume plant-based products that resemble steak? And as I've said, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook is an eating diary. This is how we've been eating the past 5 years or so. Beyond Burgers. Who said I eat Beyond Burgers? Sound of Freedom. Who says Beyond Burgers were made for vegans? Do you think that the company Beyond Burgers went into business to cater to this tiny niche group of 3%, 4% of Americans that are vegans? Are you serious? Like, you're assuming Beyond Burgers are only for vegans? No, tons of non-vegans eat Beyond Burgers, and tons of vegans don't really eat Beyond Burgers. So you're just generalizing like crazy here. There's no Beyond Burgers in our Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. I can't even tell you the last time I had a Beyond Burger or a Beyond Sausage or Beyond whatever they make these days. Show me your Beyond Burgers, bro. There's nothing to show. There's nothing to show. You can go check out my Instagram. You're not going to find any Beyond Burgers. So what are you talking about? You're just making crap up. You have a fantasy of what you think all vegans eat. You think we're just eating tofu and Beyond Burgers all day or something like that. And that's just your fantasy. It's not based on any reality. It might be reality for some people, some vegans, some non-vegans, but it doesn't mean it's like the general experience of vegans in general. That's why I have digestive problems. I've been burping this whole time. I just had a big giant meal right before this Sound of Freedom. I played basketball today. I came back and had a big smoothie. Then I had a big epic burrito bowl from Keep It Car Baby. And I'm drinking water. So that's a sign that I'm unhealthy because I'm burping a little bit here. Oh boy, that's the worst thing that happens to a person being vegan. And I don't ever have migraines. I don't even think I know what a migraine headache is, Sound of Freedom. So again, you're just throwing poop on the wall. Don't keep throwing poop on the wall. What's not normal? What isn't normal, Sound of Freedom? To burp once in a while after drinking water and having a big meal of rice and beans and avocados? That's Okay, if that's the worst thing that's going on here with me. I have no digestive problems. I don't have anything. I can eat anything. It's not a problem. I know people with digestive issues. So nice try. Thanks for playing the poop game. Yeah, meat eaters never burp, Leah. You got it. Meat eaters never burp, right? Burping in the mic. I'm trying to burp there for you. No, you're just making crap up, Sound of Freedom. So that's all you can say. You didn't answer any of my questions here, and now you're just throwing, oh, Ryan burps once in a while after he chugs the water and after he had a pretty big meal. Therefore, veganism is null and void. He's unhealthy because he burps after having some water and a big meal of legumes. I haven't burped once. What are you talking? I didn't go, I came in pretty, maybe a little belch, but there's a difference between a little air belch versus a burp. I don't burp, bro. You're just making stuff up, Sound of Freedom. But if you want to believe that, that's cool. You're full of crap. Vegans are predictable. No, you are predictable. You just said, why consume plant-based products that resemble steak? And I showed you evidence here from our eating diary, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. There's nothing resembling a steak in here. There's no Beyond Burger. So I'm showing you, you are just making crap up. You're speaking nonsense. You're just flinging poop on the wall. And that's why we have the poop wall, to hold you accountable to your poops here. Take ownership of your poop here. Just admit, Sound of Freedom, you were wrong to generalize that vegans are eating all this Beyond Meat and that's what we're eating and stuff like that. So I'll block you. I'll block you. Cool. All right. Uncle Walt, can you block him too? Because he's trying to taunt us here. So he shows you, here's his idiot words for all to see. Okay? And I'm never sure what Maria ever said in response about how she knows with certainty that you can't just eat plants and be healthy. Anyway, Maria, if you have anything more to say to me, now's the time. But I don't want to see any more of you fighting with people here like Fu Manchu and others. So anyway, if you have any more questions for Maria, now's the time. If not, I ask you to kindly to just chill out and just enjoy the show or move on to something else tonight. Oh, thank you, Dr. Bear. We have a new person for the poop wall. Yeah, here we go. Thank you, Dr. Bear. Yeah, this is classic poop wall. The other ones you sent me were just like stupid things people said, but this is not only a stupid thing someone said, it's a proposition. It has logic, truth value. We can analyze it. So Roddy Elliott, congratulations. You're the latest to make it to the poop wall. Plant foods are missing over 15 vital nutrients necessary for optimal human health. If you have to supplement, then your diet is deficient. Okay, were you not watching, bro? I mean, where is your evidence? Look at here. Professional health organizations around the world saying pretty much the same thing. That, like, say here, Dietitians of Canada, a well-planned vegan diet meets all these nutritional needs. It's safe and healthy for pregnant women, babies, children, teens, and seniors. British National Health Service, with good planning and understanding of what makes a healthy, balanced vegan diet, you can get all. Do you know what the word all means, poop person here? You can get all the nutrients your body needs. And the list goes on and on and on. There's an official position paper, the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics, which says properly planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for all people in life. So Roddy, where is your health give me the name of the health organization that says roughly what you're saying here, Roddy, that we're missing over 15 vital nutrients necessary for optimal for human health. Please show me the health organizations that proclaim this. I'd love to see it. Roddy, what supplements? I don't take any supplements other than occasionally I'll take a sublingual B12 spray, but I've showed you, I need to go back again. Nearly 40% of Americans are either deficient or dangerously low in B12. Therefore, it's recommended that just take a B12 supplement. Unless you're getting your blood tested regularly and know better, you should just take a B12 supplement. So that doesn't mean it's a fail. I mean, 40% of Americans, not vegans, Americans are low or dangerously low in B12. I mean, that's pretty much the only supplement I take, other than if you count my like Clean Machine Green Protein, which I just take as a post-workout, protein boost, which all my like meat eating friends at the gym do as well. So why are they able to like take a protein powder and I'm not able to as a vegan? Vegans have to remain pure and holy or something like that, or else it proves our diet is a fail. So anyway, good questions, Roddy. But if you have Roddy, if you have the name and maybe the title of a position paper of a health organization somewhere in the world supporting what you just said here on the poop wall, I'm all ears, I'm all eyes. I would love to see it, Roddy. Please present it to me. Present me your support for this. Otherwise, this is just some bullcrap, stupid knucklehead claim with no facts, just some shit you heard on some anti-vegan video or message board or something like that. All right, anyway, back to the chat here. And thanks for timing out, Maria. I think she was running loose in the chat without me being able to stay right on top of it. Is he referring to the 16 amino acids? I mean, you can get all your essential amino acids from plants. If that's what he's talking about, see how we have to speculate because Roddy's claim is not really all that thorough, just throwing crap out there. But thank you. Yeah, Uncle is awesome. Wow, Dan, you quit alcohol and cigarettes to me, thanks to me? What did I do? Just kind of curious. That makes me feel all warm and fuzzy I did that. Let's see. Joe Vegetable. Nobody here is anti-vegan, just anti-BS. Well, what do you mean, Joe Vegetable? If you have an argument that that debunks veganism, I'd love to hear it because yeah, I want to hear I'm an enemy of BS as well, so I want to hear these arguments that purportedly debunk veganism. I would be really, really pleased if you or someone could produce one for me. Hey Kaz, oh, sorry to hear you're having a rough night. Well, maybe we can help out here. Joe Vegetable, who funds these vegan movements? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Can you be specific? Like me? Like who's funding me? Is that what you're asking? I mean, on YouTube, I make revenue the same way any person, whether they're vegan or a gamer or a makeup glamour person or travel vlogger or athlete or whatever, you know, same way. There's no special, I don't get any special funding from like the broccoli industry. Is that what you're wondering, Joe? Like the potato industry is funding me on the side or something? Just kind of curious. Who are the players with the big money pushing for veganism? You tell me, Joe. You came here. You tell me. Who are the big players with money pushing for veganism? I'm pushing for veganism. Joe Vegetable, I'm pushing for veganism. There's no big players funding me other than the normal sources of like YouTube revenue that anyone has access to. I mean, like AdSense and stuff like that, super chat tips. So, Joe, that's a big claim. You tell me. You seem to think you know a lot. Tell me, please. Yeah, Ryan's fans here feed him pizza. That's true, Shoe Vegan. Sometimes we'll often raise money so we can get some like a pizza after a live stream. That's about it. The vegan movement is funded by Bill Gates. If so, how come I'm not getting a piece of it, Don Jackson? I've been doing this since 2013. Vegan activists out there, you know, all the time, every week for all these years. How come I have not received a dime, a penny from Bill Gates? If he's funding the vegan movement, he should be coming to me, right? Because I have an audience. I'm doing all my vegan activism. How come Bill Gates hasn't reached out to me and offered me some money? Like, here, Ryan, here's $100,000. Here's $1 million. Keep doing what you're doing. We want you to spread the vegan movement out there. Please. Soros hasn't reached out to me either, Joe Vegetable. I wish. Do you see? Steve Jobs is not a vegan. I'm a huge a fan of Steve Jobs' biography books. I have pretty much all of them here. He ate all sorts of diets his entire life. He's doing raw, he's doing vegan, vegetarian, and it sounds like he probably died of lead poisoning that he was exposed to in his early days as a young tech guy working at Atari, soldering things. So yeah, vegans die. I hate to break it to you, being vegan doesn't mean you're going to live forever. Yeah, vegans can break their legs, vegans can get lead poisoning, and yeah, it happens, bro. He didn't debunk veganism. I mean, just to point that out, it says you think veganism is like this longevity or eternal life thing. Nope. Hail, about pets and cats. I'm not a medical doctor, nutritionist. I'm definitely not a vet, so I'm not here to give people advice on how or what to feed their pets. I would say consult with a a plant-based vegan or vegetarian veterinarian and see what he or she may have to say about that. Yeah, only vegans can have health issues, right? I mean, yeah, if Steve Jobs was a vegan, he was for a little bit of his life, like a small percentage, and he died. Yeah, so what? Yeah, what the fuck? Vegans die? Whoa. Yeah, a vegan died. Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, what's Jesse saying? Can someone like share who? If somebody needs to put on the poop wall, yeah, Dr. Bear or someone, yeah, let's get their comment up here. We need a new poop wall person. So yeah, please, if someone is saying crap like that. Okay, all right. Roddy has his nutrients here. Let's check them. Let's check some of these out here. Let's check out some of Roddy's claims here. And again, I'm not a nutritionist or a medical doctor or anything like that, but he said we can't get any of these nutrients here. So let's look at some of these nutrients that vegans can't get. Okay, facts. Okay, well, let's look at B12. I can speak specifically to B12. I am a little bit, have some knowledge on B12 right here, and there's a plant called duckweed, which I happen to take every day. Let's take a look at it. I got this before they even knew there was multiple forms. I think 3 or 4 forms of bioavailable B12 in a plant called duckweed. I came because it has an amino acid profile really similar to that of whey protein, but there's no cruelty because this comes strictly from an aquatic plant. And later on, after a more thorough analysis was performed, here we have B12, 20% of your RDA of B12. And didn't I see on the poop wall, let's go back to the poop wall here, vitamin A. Well, look at here. This has 46% of your vitamin A right there. What else did he put on the poop wall? B6. Well, it's got a trace amount of B6. Okay. Vitamin D, you can get that from sunshine. And if you live in a northern latitude, you should be taking a vitamin D supplement anyway from all the medical doctors I've ever heard talk about this. What else does he have up here? Cholesterol? Why would you need cholesterol? Our bodies, cholesterol is not an essential nutrient. Where'd you get these facts from? These facts already disprove several of your nutrients right there. And cholesterol, our bodies produce cholesterol. I mean, how come people who eat no meat, when they get a blood lab, they still have cholesterol? I mean, my cholesterol total's like 177 or something like that last time I got mine tested. So this is complete nonsense. And if you really want to boost your cholesterol levels up, especially LDL cholesterol, you can eat saturated fat. In fact, that's more effective as far as raising LDL cholesterol compared to eating meat or dairy does. So this is complete nonsense. Your claims that vegans can't get any of these, I've already discussed like 3 or 4 of them. You're already wrong here. Amino acids? No, you're full of it again here. Creatine, no, this is complete nonsense here. Heme iron, you don't need heme iron. Like, who says heme iron is essential for human life? Plants have non-heme iron. There's no proof that you have to consume heme iron or you'll be deficient in iron. Case in point, my blood labs, check them out, bro. I've never been remotely low in iron. So anyway, enough of that. That's just complete poop wall nonsense. Your claim is vegans can't get this stuff, and I've showed in several instances vegan products have, and I just looked at one here. I just looked at one thing called duckweed. There's other plants we could have explored too. So thanks for playing. What was your name there? Roddy Elliott, and you're just completely full of crap and lying to say that vegans can't get any of those nutrients there. You're factually incorrect. So whoever told you that information, go back and yell at them and say, why did you give me this bull crap? Went to Happy Healthy Vegan and he showed the nutrition label, how you can get vitamin A, vitamin B12. Anyway, thanks for playing. Maria, what's your problem with plant milk? Why right here just complaining about milk the whole time? We don't have to drink plant milk, you know? If you want to, cool. If you want to put something into like a cereal like meat eaters do, non-vegans do, yeah, there's plant milks. But, you know, if you want to put some milk into your coffee like meat eaters do, you can totally do it. What's wrong? Why is that not allowed? Why can't someone put a whitish substance that comes from plants into their oatmeal or something? Like, why is that such an offense to humankind and the universe? Rodney, so you're saying I don't need to supplement? Duckweed isn't a supplement; it's a plant. Do you understand that? It's like whey, like it's like taking whey protein. Is whey protein a supplement? It's a byproduct of like dairy production, right? Taking a clean machine green protein is not necessarily, it's a whole food plant that's ground up. How is that a supplement? Do you understand? Whole food plant that's been ground up. How is that taking a supplement? I can't put a whole food plant into my smoothie. How is that like bull crap? You're the one that's full of it, Rodney. Why are vegans not allowed to put a whole food plant called duckweed, which has all these great nutrients? It's a plant. Again, it's not a chemical isolate situation. It's a freaking whole food plant. Duckweed and pea protein ground together into a powder that I put in my smoothies. How is that somehow prove veganism is wrong? That I put a post-workout amino acid rich supplement that happens to have all these other great things as well. It's not a supplement, amino acid rich plant into my smoothie. Explain to me what is so like a sin against health there. Please explain that to me, because you're not making any sense. Wait, where do I get duckweed? You can get duckweed straight from Clean Machine. I'll send you a link, because we are friends with the company. I'm friends with the CEO, Jeff Palmer. He's like a 30-plus year vegan, a former bodybuilding champion, still has big muscles as he's running the company here. Anyway, here's the link to Clean Machine online. Use code HAPPYVEGAN, save 10%, because it's a little expensive, but if you can save a little bit, it's cool. Travis, drinking some soy milk with some vegan cookies. But according to Maria, you're doing something so horrible there, like dunking cookies into some milk or something like that. Oh, that's a crime against the universe or something like that. So anyway, all right, have I been missing people this whole time? I feel like I was giving all my attention to some anti-vegans, and if some just vegans have questions for me, I'll take them for sure. And if some anti-vegans think they can debunk veganism, I will take that as well. Maria is right about what? All I know is Maria doesn't like it when people drink plant milks, and fine, I don't really care if Maria likes it if people drink plant milks. Like, why should we care if Maria is not pleased when people drink plant milks? How does that even affect any of us? What her opinion is of the consumption of a milk made from a plant? Like, so what? You know, like it has no bearing on anything. Dan L, workout and a body weight of 200 pounds. You bench press 275, 15 reps. Damn, I'm not anywhere near that. And you drink vegan chocolate once a week. It's okay. Yeah, Dan's not dying there. One and only. Okay, one and only. Stop fighting with people. What do you mean? Vegans know more than Mother Nature. What do you present? Be really clear. Pretend I didn't see all the conversation with you and Maria. What are you trying to say here about plant milks and vegans know better than Mother Nature? Like, what's wrong if a vegan drinks a plant milk? Please be really clear. Pretend I'm really dumb. Tell me, why is it wrong that vegans drink plant milk? Is it morally wrong? Is it healthily wrong? Like, please explain to me, why are you guys so upset that vegans, or even non-vegans for that fact, drink plant milk? Why is that so wrong? Evolution? What does evolution have to do with anything? Evolution. That's no answer. Please be specific. We were raised on animal protein and fats. What do you mean raised? I mean, if you're saying the human race or something like that, period. Oh, Dawn, or no, the one and only. Again, if it were necessary to have animal fats to be a thriving, healthy, vibrant human being, explain to me, why are us long-term vegans not sick and dead? I mean, if it were a necessary ingredient in life, like say water is necessary for human life, oxygen is necessary for human life. So if animal fats were necessary for human life, the one and only, please explain to me why vegans can have perfect blood tests after like decades. Explain to me why I'm not just falling apart. I'm in my 50s, slam dunking, working out every single day. Please explain. The one and only, whatever you're saying, please. I'm asking you, prove to me. You can say evolution, 3 million, billion years, whatever you want to say, but please explain. If eating animal products were necessary to maintain and produce a healthy human body, how come after 11 years of missing completely out on something that was necessary, like oxygen or water, yeah, you'd be dead. How come I'm further from dead? In fact, my doctors are all amazed at how healthy I am, especially for a man in his 50s. I say I'm quite the rarity in a good way. So please explain this crap. No, it's not a sample size of one. Here's the thing. You're saying these things are necessary. Necessary means like water is necessary, without which you would perish. You don't need a sample size of one. 100% of people, don't give them water for 11 years, they'd be dead. Same with oxygen. Deprive a person of oxygen for 11 years, deprive a person of oxygen for like 10 minutes, they'd be dead. So here, I've deprived myself of these necessary animal fats for 11 years. Why am I not falling apart? Why do I have fantastic blood labs, probably higher than yours? Please. One and only, please answer. 100% of everyone dies. So I just want to know if something were necessary, like water or oxygen, and you want to put animal fats into that group there, that category, please explain why vegans are not dropping dead after a month or two. Please explain that, because if you're not putting something necessary into your body for 11 years, you should be dead. All right, one and only, you're full of crap here. Vegan men can't get it. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Vegan men can't get up. Yeah, like Joe Rogan. He's such a manly man. He has to get testosterone shots in his butt. But me, my levels are those of a 28-year-old. Have you seen my testosterone videos, you idiot? Let's see. Uncle Walt, let's see. Yeah, we're putting you out. Yeah, you're gone. You're gone, bro. You're totally gone. It's funny how these guys that think they're so masculine, like the one and only, they think they're such a alpha male, the top dog. These guys are just projecting their insecurities for having low testosterone levels. That's it. Guys like me that are like, strong and have high T levels, we don't act like dicks like that because we're not overcompensating or trying to compensate for things that we're missing out on. It's funny when you be really suspicious when you see people acting tough, trying to act all alpha male like that, because I have super high testosterone levels. I shared them with you, 2 different blood tests, and I don't have to act like a alpha male. I already know I'm a strong dude, a very a strong sexual hormone dude. But these guys try to act all tough, and they're the ones projecting their insecurities there. It's funny. Guys that, can be more balanced like I am, we're fine with who we are. Yeah, we banned them, Larry. We banned them. Oh, Sir Maria, one last time, please tell me what's wrong with people drinking plant milk. Please tell me. If you keep fighting with people, Maria, you're going to suffer the same fate as your guy that says it's necessary to eat animal products there. So Maria, tell me, why do you have such a beef with people using their own free will, their own freedom to purchase a plant-based milk? Why is that such a just crime against humanity and nature, blah, blah, blah? Please let me know here what is so bad about that, and why should we care what you think? But anyway, answer the first question though, Maria. I'd like to see why you have such a problem with people drinking a plant-based milk, using their freedom to choose a cruelty-free product, and why are you so fascist, saying that we don't have that free choice to go to the marketplace and buy a cruelty-free dairy product, a non-dairy product to put in our oatmeals or dunk our cookies in, like Travis is doing tonight? Why are you being so fascist about this, or at least you have such a moral issue with it? But Maria was timed out by Uncle for the 30 seconds. So Maria, when you come back, you can answer my question. Yeah, there's Han Solo's cousin. There's absolutely nothing wrong with drinking plant-based milk. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. Other than some people have a problem with it. Hey, you should be drinking cow's milk. Well, that's your effed up opinion. But I mean, you can have an effed up opinion, but why should I listen to you? Why is it wrong? What's being harmed by drinking some oat milk, rice milk? Matthew, what's that? Many people don't have the means or wherewithal to obtain the diet. Let's take a look at your claim there, Matthew. Yeah, I assume you're talking about a vegan diet when you say that. Let's put Matthew's claim up on the wall for all to examine here. All right, Matthew. So you made it onto the poop ball. What about the question of economics? That has nothing to do with nutrition. It's about practice and practicality. There are many people who don't have the means or wherewithal to obtain the vegan diet. I ask you, what is so expensive about eating the plants we do? Again, let's go to the first recipe in the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Let's see these super expensive ingredients here. We have some brown rice here. I know you can I went to an Asian market the other day. I was going to buy it. I ended up not buying it because I was looking for California brown. But you can buy a 20-pound sack of rice for like $15. That'll last you like half a year, maybe. Let's see. We have some legumes, another super cheap food. Some kale, another pretty cheap food. Sun-dried tomatoes, I mean, pretty not expensive. So how is this expensive? Like, who can't afford this? I'm saying meat is expensive. Dairy is expensive. I mean, this is way cheaper than eating a meat-based meal. So Matthew, your assumption that vegan diets are like unaffordable. I mean, what is cheaper? Tell me, Matthew, what costs less than, like, say, legumes, especially dried legumes, rice, potatoes, bananas? These are some of the cheapest foods out there. So I'm just kind of curious, what do you think vegans are eating, and who can't afford? I mean, if you have money to buy meat, you can afford to buy stuff like this. Isn't that expensive? Let's see if Matthew is back there to answer or defend his position there. Roddy, Ryan versus Joe Rogan. Yeah, let's see Ryan versus Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan and I are the same age. He's about a foot shorter than me. So yeah, I'll play him one-on-one basketball any day of the week. Yeah, he's trained as a martial artist, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm sure he'd beat me in a fight, but I have more training in basketball. I'm sure I would utterly destroy Joe Rogan in a basketball game. And I do utterly destroy him when it comes to comparing testosterone levels. His are pitiful. He's been getting testosterone injections for 14 years. So don't talk to me about Joe Rogan being an alpha male. His have been low since he was 40, and mine are still sky high at age 54. So yeah, I would trounce him. I do trounce him in testosterone. Make him look like the pitiful beta male he really is, projecting alpha toughness. And I would absolutely destroy Joe Rogan in a basketball game. But yeah, he'd beat me in martial arts, not because he's necessarily strong or anything like that, which I'm sure he is, but he's trained in. He has like 5 black belts or something like that. Of course, if he couldn't beat me, he'd be the worst martial artist in the world, right? I mean, of course. If he was trained in, like long distance cycling, he should beat me in that. Whatever you train in, you should be better than someone who doesn't participate in that practice. Duh, it has nothing to do with diet or anything, fool. Oh, I would love to. I would pay anything to have Joe Rogan play me one-on-one basketball. Oh my God, that would be a dream come true. Matthew, what are you talking about? Not being able to afford it? Let's put this on the poop wall too here, Matthew. Not about being able to afford it. It's about the economic system around me. What do you mean? The same economic system that surrounds me, Matt, is the same system where someone could go to McDonald's, someone could go and buy rice. They can, they buy whatever they want at markets or restaurants. I mean, I don't see how having a different economic system favors non-vegans. I mean, marketplace determines prices, and this is what the stuff costs. The vegan foods are actually pretty cheap. If you if we're talking about the same kind of vegan foods. I'm not talking about Beyond Burgers and crap like that. I'm talking about whole food plants. All right, some more poop wall here. All right, we got a feisty bunch here tonight. All right, let's get another poop wall person up here. All right, Matthew's gone, and we have a new one here. Vegan Pains. How do you know someone is vegan? They won't shut up about how they're morally superior for not eating animals. Well, I've been live streaming today now for 1 hour and 49 minutes, and feel free, you can wind back, watch it all later. Have I ever once said I was morally superior to anyone for the mere fact that I don't eat animals? So you're just making crap up here. You're just, again, projecting some nonsense fantasy of what you think vegans are like. Maybe you have some subconscious guilt that's bothering you, knowing that you are harming animals and you think this is how vegans think. But no, I've never said that once. So you say vegans say that, and I'm the one that's been blabbing for almost 2 hours and have yet once to make any claim resembling that. I won't shut up about how I'm morally superior for not eating animals. Again, thanks for playing anti-vegans. You guys just love to throw poop on the wall. So, anyway. Oh, we got a super chat tip there from Heidi. Thank you, Heidi. Thanks so kindly for your generous super chat tip there. Much appreciated, Heidi. All right. Vegan Pains. I just don't like vegans. Haha. Well, guess what? I don't like vegan pains. I don't like idiots that come here and just make nonsense lies up, misinformation about vegans, and just start spreading it all around like it's some kind of fact. That's what I dislike. And again, that's not a prejudice. You have a prejudice against me and others just for the fact that we made a certain choice in our lives. So it's like being racist, sexist, ageist. You have a hate, you're just prejudiced against us. I don't hate you or anything, but you just said you don't like us, and I just don't like people who come and lie. I hate misinformation spreaders and I hate liars. So I guess I hate you then if you're into that kind of thing. Anyway. All right, so he's been timed out, and if he comes back and continues spreading nonsense like that, Uncle, please just ban him from our channel, okay? I give you full blessings and permission to do that. What's that, Myron? The hardest thing about being a strict vegan? I mean, there's no saying either vegan or not. It's eating around non-vegan friends and family. What do I think about people who make exceptions from time to time for convenience's sake? I mean, sitting down with them, eating your vegan food, okay, that still is not violating your morality, but I don't understand how someone says, you know, I'm going to go with my friends this week and they're not vegan, so I'm just going to eat meat with them. Like, how do you do that? How do you find something to be morally wrong? Like, say rape. You know, and like raping humans or whatever, and you turn it off for like a weekend. I'm gonna go out this weekend, hang out with my friends, and we're gonna go to Las Vegas. Maybe we'll rape some people, maybe not. They're kind of into like sexual date assault. Maybe I'll hang out with them and do that. Then when I get back home, I'm gonna be against raping. And so I'm saying I don't understand how you just like flick a switch and your morality like kind of takes a 180 flip or anything like that. All right, so Maria, again, if you have a question for me about anything, ask me rather than talking to AJ Vintage, who's a great person and all. But if you have something to say about veganism to me that debunks it, well, I'll address it. If not, I'm going to ask you just to kind of not be fighting with, just don't be fighting with people in the chat and don't sit there, I drink milk, blah, 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 I drink milk. Just come here. If you have a question for me, if you think you have something that debunks veganism, ask it. If not, we'll move on to the next level of what we need to do. Because here's the rules. Let me just show the rules here, guys. There's the poop text, but here is the rules. Oops, where'd my rules go? Rule number 3 is what all you anti-vegans need to be looking at. You need to be looking to be civil in number 1. But number 3, when trying to debunk veganism, I will only discuss one of your claims at a time. Don't be bringing up new stuff. Don't keep throwing poop on the wall. Don't move the goalposts. You'll be timed out. Okay, so anyway, just let me hear what you have to say, then we'll move on. Matthew, what about people living in colder climates who don't have our economic infrastructure? What are you talking about? Like people living like on the tundra? If you don't have stores, you don't have stores. But I know people that live in Iceland that are vegan. People that live in Scandinavia that are vegan. If you have access to markets, you have access to the global food supply chain. Yeah, if you live out in the middle of the polar tundra and there's no stores, you have to like ride your dog sled, which isn't vegan, like 100 miles to get food. Yeah, maybe you can't be vegan. Yeah, if you live in the middle of a jungle and you don't speak any like major languages and you've never been discovered by the civilized world, yeah, maybe you can't be vegan. You probably have never even heard of the concept. Yeah, I understand some people can't be vegan, but these are like, we're talking about like a fraction of a percent of people. And if that's your excuse for not being vegan because there's some obscure people I've never met before who may or may not exist, like in the most polar regions beyond like Greenland and Iceland, and because of them, that's why you won't go vegan. No, if they can't go vegan, awesome. If they have no access to supermarkets, cool. I'm totally cool with them doing, what they have to do to survive, because veganism isn't asking you to die. If you have to survive, you got to survive. So is that what we want to know? If you don't have stores, debunk veganism? What are you saying there, Matthew? I'm just saying, yeah, what you're saying there might be true for a small fraction of a percent of people on this planet. Most people have access to, if not grocery stores, even in like developing countries, they might not have like Walmart and stuff like that, but they still have marketplaces that have been around for millennia, where people buy, they sell their produce, their plants. If you have access to marketplaces, you have access to plants. That's what I'm saying. But if you live by yourself in an igloo, like 100 miles from civilization, you might not be able to be vegan, perhaps. But don't use that as your excuse, Matthew, why you can't be vegan. If you're communicating right now on the internet, you are in civilization. You can buy plants, and if you try to argue otherwise, you're being very disingenuous. Are we debunked in the microsense? No. Where does it say that? Here, let me show you the definition of veganism. Okay, all the hardcore viewers, get your shot glasses out. We're going to look at the definition of veganism. It's a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals. As far as possible and practical, meaning, if you live in the middle of the North Pole, there's no stores, it's not possible. It's not practicable. Yeah, but that's, maybe 10 people or something like that on the planet, or 100 people, who knows? I'm just saying, if that's your reason why you can't go vegan, that's a lame excuse. Yeah, it might not be possible. Say we're in the Donner Party, your group's crossing the Sierra Nevadas in your covered wagon, you left too late in the season, and you ran out of food and people started dying. You had to start eating the deceased members of your party to survive. Yeah, it's not vegan, but you had to survive. We're not talking about weird situations like that, Matthew. All right, so I unfortunately I asked Maria to speak directly to me, and I missed what she said here. Let me read her deleted message. Maria, I'm still not seeing you addressing me. Let me check out one more deleted message here. Okay, here's what Maria is upset about. So, all right, let's go to the poop wall. And here's what Maria, that's why she's been fighting here with people for all these hours here. And here is her whole point. Her only request is don't use our words, milk, meat, and cheese. If you want nothing to do with it, don't use the words. Who are you, Maria? Are you like a fascist? Who are you to tell us what words we are legally able to use? I mean, this is ridiculous. Someone wants to say, there's been coconut milk for years before ever there was this big vegan plant-based milk. No one had a problem then, but now that plant-based milks have gained in popularity, we have to call them plant-based beverages. Like, who are you to be the word police? I mean, it's just face it. You don't have to have a dead animal or a living animal, whatever, to make to milk. There's been coconut milk for decades and decades. So if you want to be fascist and dictate which words we are permitted to use or not without offending you, that's on you. How come you want to control what we say? Or what people say? Who are you? Who are you to dictate Yeah, we talk about freedom, in our country here. You're trying to take away the right to use a perfectly fine word like rice milk or oat milk or something like that. So we have a difference in opinion, but you haven't debunked veganism. All I'm hearing is that you have a problem with people using words that you don't want them to use. So you're kind of just being fascist here. I'm not telling people not to use words or something like that I don't like, but I'm just telling you here, you are just trying to be fascist about our language. You're trying to limit our vocabulary, and that goes against freedom, Maria. And Jonah Wales tell me, see etymologies for meat, milk, cheese, etc. above. They are not actually related to animals. So further proof there, if you look at linguistics, that these words are not necessarily connected to animal products essentially. So we have every right in the freaking world to use these words. If our use or people's use of these words to refer to plant products triggers you, that's on you, Maria. And I suggest you just get over it, A lot of things I see in the world trigger me, and I don't go and tell people don't say that, don't use that word or something like that, So unless it's a racist word or something like that, but yeah, it goes against freedom. We can use these words, they're perfectly fine, legal, and not only legal, they're syntactically proper words. Anyway, semantically proper words, I'm trying to say. All right, Maria, so hope we're done with that. If that's all you had to say, thank you for dropping by. And if you want to continue just chilling out and watching, but I don't want to see any fighting with any of our viewers. Okay, Maria? That's all I ask. Dr. Maria, at Maria needs to focus on semantics. That's the word I was trying to pull out there, on semantics, because they don't have a good argument. And a freedom argument, too. Like I was saying, why is she trying to take our freedom away to use a word that's semantically accurate and appropriate just because it triggers them? And it's not an offensive word. It's not like a racial epithet or something like that. It's milk. Jonah Will, almond milk was first mentioned in English literature in 1390. Did you hear that? I don't necessarily need you to respond, Maria, if you're going to fight with Jonah Will, but it was first mentioned in English literature since 1390. So this is not your word. You're saying, I hate it when you guys are using, let's look at the poop ball, our words. No, these words have been around long before the founding of the United States or anything. Yeah, some kind of dairy police, huh? All right, let me take a little sip of water here. Hey, Vegan Metalhead, a dumb comment or argument heard in a YouTube comment. There's no morality problem with eating animals because people don't feel sympathy for them when they're slaughtered. What? How is that relevant? I mean, you could have, that could be true. Say slaughterhouses only, and they don't do this, but say they only hired sociopaths or something like that, that feel nothing. Would that make it morally right then? So you're saying if you feel no sympathy when you kill an animal, then that makes it morally okay? Well, that might, that doesn't make any sense. Make any sense. I mean, people feel sympathy. If a person went out and just bashed the skull in of a poodle, and they don't feel something like they did something wrong, they're a nut. I mean, they're not a nut. I'm not using ableist language, but there's some kind of sociopathic person. They're missing the proper emotions. You shouldn't be able to crack a poodle's skull open and whatever. That was no big deal. I mean, anyone watching that, any normal, not normal, but any non-sociopathic human observing and witnessing such a horrific event would be, feeling sympathy and trying to get that person arrested. It's just, we know it's morally wrong. Kay, didn't I answer that question an hour and a half ago, Kay? All right, DC, you are going into timeout because you're just spamming us here, but I will answer your question onto the poop ball, okay? Let's see, put user in timeout, and let's go to the poop ball and look at DC's ridiculous comment here. Why are all the vegans quitting. It is because they are nutrient deficient, no energy, lack of vitamins. It's funny how these people that made these I'm no longer vegan videos, for pretty much all of them, I'm much older than them, like almost double their ages in many circumstances, and I've been vegan much longer. How come I'm not feeling lack of energy and all this crap? How come you see me like going to the gym and beating guys half my age, working on my slam dunking? And how come, these people are quitting, they're energy efficient? Well, I told you, 9 out of 10 of these people, when I look at what they've been doing, they did really extreme, bizarre things as vegans, like drinking urine or fasting for weeks and months on end, raw food diets for like years on end, things that are not associated with just a regular, healthy, balanced vegan diet. They thought they'd do these radical, extreme things, and a lot of these people, not all of them, but a lot of these people that do these radical, extreme ways of eating experience health issues, gut issues, what have you. People I've noticed who don't do these weird, radical, extreme things tend to a lot less don't have these kinds of problems. So that's it. Yeah, if you want to make sure you're not vegan in 4 years, do some weird radical fasting, juicing, starving yourself kind of thing. Yeah, you'll have no energy and you'll blame it on your vegan diet. No, blame it on the less than intelligent way, the irresponsible way you did a vegan diet for so long. So that answers your question, DC. How come I haven't quit yet? 11 years, I have my blood tests up, my athleticism all there for you. How come I haven't quit yet, bro? Yeah, Han Solo. Yeah, for sure. I will get your donation to Tux. I just need to calculate how much YouTube takes out of it. So I have to do some Googling basically. So I'll get that up for you tonight or tomorrow to the Tux donation. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, for the donations to Tux, guys. Let me go there one more time for people who joined us late. Let's see. Where is Tux? Tux is, you may have seen Tux in our Angie's Animal Friends vlogs. He pretty much lives in our yard, but he's not our cat. But yeah, he's his owner. We finally found out who he lives with. His parents, I should call him. Anyway, he's in the vet. He's got a broken leg. He's got an infection in the broken leg, and he needs to get surgery on it or either die or maybe just be a 3-legged cat. Anyway, we're helping to share the GoFundMe that his owner has out there. So let me put it down. Let me copy the link to that if you want to contribute to the Tux Fund. I said, it's not our cat, but he kind of feels like our cat because we see him almost every day, like for many, many hours enjoying our yard. But he got in a fight and someone shot him with a BB gun too. All these horrible things happened to him recently. So you can check out the GoFundMe there if you want to contribute $5 or $100+ like Han Solo's cousin did. So thanks for all your generosity. Yeah, we told his mother that we would just do what we could. We would spread the word amongst our followers, and you guys have kicked it in. When we first found her GoFundMe, it was like $300-400. Now it's almost $3,000. So yeah, if you guys can kick in a couple bucks here and there, it could go a long way. Matt the vegan, you're pulling out the old race lever type humor here. So anyway, yeah, someone shot. Yeah, I don't understand how it worked out. I didn't get a chance to ask her, did the BB gun shot have anything to do with the broken leg? I just wonder if some idiot shot him with the BB gun a long time ago, and they're only discovering it now because they took him to the vet because of his what we now know is a broken leg and infection, which he said is getting a little bit better, but he has to get the leg wrapped or unwrapped every day, and he's on antibiotics, and they said the infection is getting better, which will help if he ever has a surgery, which is really expensive. Yeah, vegan Wesker. She says he'll probably never go outdoors again, even though she said just today he was trying to argue with her to get let outside again. No, you can't even walk properly, bro. So anyway, she thinks he'll have to live indoors, and I agree. Cats, especially in dangerous urban environments like this, should live indoors. Yeah, if you have some beautiful nature situation and there's no predators that can harm it, maybe so. Oh, that's sweet, Marty. The orange tabby adopted you. Larry, unfortunately, I don't think anyone witnessed that, whoever shot him with the BB gun. So I don't think anyone will get arrested. See, as I'm saying, it's cruel to harm animals. We all know this. So according to these anti-vegans, it's totally okay to shoot a cat with a gun, right? Because, animals don't matter. They're not humans. It's totally cool, right? It's normal. You should be able to shoot a cat with a gun and just function in society like a normal person. Soothie. Hey, thanks for joining us, Soothie. Explain to us how veganism is a religion. I would love to hear how veganism is a religion. Is it like Christianity or Satanism or Buddhism? Like, yeah, Norse gods? Like, tell me, which religion is, how is it like a religion, Soothie? I would love to know. Meat eaters worship bacon. Huh, that's possible, Marshall, huh? Oh, so veganism is a cult now, says Dogman, and Soothie says we're a religion. Please, guys, explain to me right now how veganism is a cult or religion. I would love to hear. Yeah, Norse gods. Are really? I mean, I'm just wondering how is it a religion? AJ, no, I do not know that story. Are you serious? Oh, so you say, Roddy, but when you see a cat die a premature death, we've seen cat after cat die premature deaths by getting ran over, by getting attacked by other animals. We had a cat in our front yard, not ours, get attacked by a dog from our neighbor's house and killed it. So if you think that's a cat's birthright to be outside in nature, yeah, maybe so if you live in a proper place, but in an urban environment like here where you can get killed in an instant, no, that's cruel to let your cat wander unprotected. No. Yeah, again, if you live on a farm, maybe so. Maybe that would be awesome, but most of us don't have that luxury, bro. So anyway, where are our people that are telling us how veganism is a cult? So Soothie just came, dropped that, and left. How nice of you, Soothie. Just say vegan is a religion, and you're gone. Vegan metalhead, you're gonna have to ask someone else about that. I have not looked at any data. I know a lot of hunters claim that they're doing good, they're helping the environment and all this stuff. I think it's just stuff they say to themselves to make them feel good about the horrific things that they're doing, is my suspicion. They think they're helping the animals. It's like, no, there's actually wildlife services that can perform these functions. I've seen agencies do this. You don't need a bunch of like animal killing hunters doing this service. We have governmental agencies that can take care of this. Okay, so we lost our person that just thought veganism was religion, and I see Dogman was just like joking around with that person. Anyway, oh, Dr. Bear going for the night? Yeah, I've been on quite a while tonight. I'll have to get going pretty soon. Yeah, and keeping a cat inside is not animal abuse. Our cats are some of the happiest creatures I've ever seen in my life. They're not sad creatures or anything like that. In fact, they're living nice long lives because they're not getting ran over by cars. People aren't shooting them with guns. They're not being attacked by dogs. They're being attacked by raccoons. They're living wonderful lives. So yeah, that's your assertion, but it's just your fantasy that it's somehow bad to keep them indoors. Let's see. Hey, Heidi, if you got to get going. Evolution is survival of the fittest. So you meaning if I find an unfit person, Soothie, I could kill them? Say I find someone who's like, autistic or something, like or disabled, I can kill them? Is that what you're saying? Is that the proposition you're making? Or evolution is survival of the fittest? I didn't know that the fittest people have the right to live, and they have the right to kill less fit creatures. Is that what Soothie's saying? Animals die all the time. Yeah, people die all the time too. Like, what are you saying here? You're saying absolutely nothing there, Sue. The survival of the fittest. So you're saying if I find someone who's less intelligent than me or less able than me, I have the right to kill them because, hey, it's survival of the fittest. We're all in evolution here, right? Because humans are the survival of the fittest. So we can kill less fit people. Yeah, as far as cats being happy indoors and outdoors, this is how they're brought up. Like Tux, I told you, he was just complaining to his mommy that he wanted to go back outside because he's so used to it. But, you know, cats like ours never complain to go outside because they don't have that experience in their lives. Exploiting? How are you exploiting a cat? By rescuing a cat from a shelter that would probably kill it and providing a good home. How is that exploiting? But yeah, you know, raising cattle for slaughter, that's not exploiting. I get it. I'll let that show. Yeah, good point, Dr. Bear, on this survival of the fittest thing. Yeah, it's a really a scary path to go down. Oxalates will kill vegans. I've made several videos about oxalates. There's no, unless you have some kind of like kidney stone condition already, you don't have to be on a low oxalate diet. That's just complete nonsense. Again, not a medical doctor. I actually asked a medical doctor and looked at the general medical consensus when making my oxalates video. I was responsible. The banging in the background? Maybe it's me setting this down or something. Who knows? Is that it? Is that the sound? Anyway. It could be my elbow. I have a really sensitive microphone. It's, you know, it's a good mic. Yeah, oxalates don't kill omnivores, huh, Leia? But they do kill vegans, huh? Roddy, what kind of nonsense is that? You're going in timeout. Yeah, survival of the fittest has been twisted by murderers and people trying to justify killing. Soothie, you vegans worship animals. No, we don't worship animals. What are you saying? We just get down and bow to the animal, something like that. Dear animal, we pray to the animal, something like that. Is that what you're suggesting, Soothie? And think they are the same as humans and deserve rights. Well, they do have rights. Like I said, Soothie, can you legally walk out into the street right now and, like, say, go to a dog show, like where they, you know, the competitions of how pretty the dogs are, and just start going there and beating the dogs with clubs? Do you have the right to do that? You're saying animals have zero rights. That's what you're arguing there, Soothie, that animals have no rights. You can harm them. You can kill them. You can do anything you want to them because they're an animal. That's ridiculous. Animals have rights. Dog man, we already talked about this whole moral superior thing, man. Putting you in timeout. So anyway, Dr. Bear, do you know what a straw man fallacy is? It's creating this bizarre idea of what vegans do. Vegans worship animals. And yeah, we do think animals deserve rights because they do. They have the right to not get hit in the head. They have the right to not get shot in the throat, whether they be in a slaughterhouse or in a dog competition or in your home. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Zeppelin, exactly what I'm saying. It's crazy how if you treat a dog or cat like a factory farm animal, you could go to prison. But, you know, slaughterhouse, you know, pig, chicken, you know, has zero rights. Soothie, veganism is not a religion. Do you understand that? We have no God. There's nothing we worship. We don't worship animals or anything like that. Soothie, you talk about your religion. Just because religion says to do something doesn't make it morally right. I'm sure we can find in pretty much every religion some pretty horrible things. But here, let's go with Genesis, since I assume you're Christian. Genesis 1:29. Let's see what it says. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is on all the face of the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be food. So that sounds pretty clear that if you're Christian, says right here in Genesis 1:20, I don't see it say eat chickens and pigs and slaughter animals and stuff like that. It says eat plants. So there's some precedent in Christianity to eat plants. It says right there, right at the beginning, eat friggin' plants. Didn't say eat friggin' plants, but that's what it says. So anyway, Soothie's just playing with us, and I'm going to put him in timeout. Thanks for playing. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just tired of dealing with knuckleheads. So Soothie's in timeout. If you want to come back, Soothie, you can, but just don't troll us and just throw a bunch of poop on the wall. All right, so anyway, it's AJ Vintage, a travel YouTuber recently fed her service dog with a fork in a restaurant, and she got yelled at by the server and cursed out for being unsanitary. This dog is like her child. Thoughts, huh? I'd have to see that to get more context. I mean, it's a service dog. It's not like it's there to help a person that's differently abled. And if the dog's hungry, I think it'd be cruel to not address its hunger initially without having seen the video. Yeah, a lot of trolls tonight. I guess I did a good job putting the word out to come to the live stream tonight. Just call the trolls bellends? No, I call them knuckleheads. He can call them bellends. That's more of a British phrase, right? Yeah, Seven Face, I have tried psilocybin mushrooms, not recently, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Shot, what'd I do, Jesse? What'd I say this time, Jesse? Yeah, a lot of narrow-minded fools here, huh? Keith, I don't know. That's not a vegan issue. I'm against exploiting animals and don't eat them. You're talking about some kind of ecology situation, and veganism is not an ecological movement, really? Oh, vegan metalhead. Yeah, that argument really bugs me from hunters. Yeah, an animal's going to die, like a deer or something like that, either way, by me or a predator. I mean, you don't know. I mean, yeah, it might live another 10 years before it gets hunted down by a predator, but a hunter's going to kill it right then. So the hunter's saying they want to play God. They have the right to determine, and I'm going to kill this animal now because it's going to die eventually. Everyone's going to die eventually. Every creature on this planet will. But just to say it will die in the future, that gives me the right to kill it now, it makes no sense. Like I said, for all you know, the animal, if Joe Rogan doesn't shoot it, could live another 5-10 years before something happens to it. So that's just ridiculous. I'm just going to kill it now so it doesn't die 5 or 10 years in the future. That makes zero sense. Again, just some bullshit that hunters tell themselves to feel justified in their inherently wrong actions. Oh, I see what you're saying. People are upset because she used a fork. Like, what else is she going to do? I guess she can hand the dog food directly, but if the human is not eating off the same fork, then what's the freaking problem? The fork will be washed anyway. I mean, yeah, I don't see any problem with using a fork to feed a dog, especially a service dog. Why are people tripping on that? Yeah. Hail Gendron, yeah, I am a true predator. And then you just see them, yeah, pushing a cart through the supermarket. Right, huh? Right on. Yeah, Joe Rogan uses that argument. Ted Nugent, I've heard use that. It's a bullshit argument. Yeah, Joe says it's just going to get eaten by coyotes. You don't know that. It might live a natural life and live another 10 years. It might die next week. But all I know for sure, if Joe Rogan shoots it, it's going to die right then and there. And then he doesn't have the right to play God. Did I say poop again, guys? I probably did. Hey, how come I'm not hearing I'm not hearing the chats here. I'm sorry, the donations. What's going on? Are you guys hearing the Dr. Bear's donation there? But thank you, Dr. Bear. Let me know if you guys heard it, because I am not hearing it right now. I'm not sure why. Let me do a test here. This is going to be a test donation. Don't trip out. No one donated $37. Okay, I heard that one.
This is a test donation for $37.
That was a test one. Again, no one just donated $37 there. But Dr. Bear, do I usually use frozen or fresh bananas in my smoothies? Pretty much always fresh bananas. Frozen, when I do have frozen bananas, which is not that often, I will make a vegan nice cream out of them. But yeah, fresh bananas. I'm always kind of ripening, managing bananas. So I have like a pretty good sweet spot of ripening, range that I tolerate for like good smoothies. So yeah, good question. Thanks for the super chat tip there. And Matthew, buy some rice, homie. Vegan Wesker. Farewell, OGs. Well, thanks for the super chat tip there. Yeah, I can't say I disagree with that quote there from Vegan Wesker. Buy some rice, homies. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Bear, yeah, it was only a $2 donation, but I should have heard a ding or something. Not the text-to-speech, but I didn't even hear like the notification ding alert sound. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so what Jason hears, you guys hear that tick bang every time Ryan stops talking, driving you crazy. It is a high quality mic. Yeah, it's I guess one potential downfall of a good microphone. Anyway, yeah, true fall dieting. Yeah, that might be more truthful if they were to do that, but yeah, you don't hear them bragging about that, huh? Oh, I do hear this one. Groundhog 11-ish. Thank you so much, Groundhog 11-ish, for your super chat tip there. And thanks for using Streamlabs. Yeah, they don't take any percentage cutout, so thank you. Thank you so much there for... I did a little burp there. See, I'm like anti-vegan, so Ryan's burping all the time. I just had a swig of water, too. But anyway, thank you so much for your support there. Much appreciated. Yeah, this is kind of ASMR-like, huh? Yeah, Dr. Bear, thanks for responding to Kevin, thinking that vegans require you to live with parasitic worms. No, veganism doesn't ask you to die, or anything like that. As far as possible and practical, if you have some parasites, treat them. Yeah, you're not supposed to die because you're vegan. We will die, but eventually, but don't hasten it, because you're leaving a medical condition untreated, something that can be treated rather, relatively easily. Aster, you don't hear anything in the headphones? Awesome. I guess some people's speakers maybe have a certain resonant frequency that accentuates this sound I'm making unconsciously. Eddie Name, my thoughts on just eggs, mung bean processed. I've been eating mung beans for like a decade, making them in our khichdi recipe and keep it carb, baby. Nothing wrong with mung beans. What's my thought on them being mung bean processed? Fine. Yeah, mung beans are fine. Jasper, what's wrong with eating eggs? Fair question. Definition of veganism. Let's take a quick look again. That's not it. All right, drink, everyone. I'm showing the definition of veganism. A way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as possible and practicable, all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals. So raising chickens, breeding them into existence for the sole purpose of keeping them pretty much enslaved and confined so that they produce products for you, eggs that the egg sellers sell for profit. You're exploiting animals. You raised an animal into existence and keeping it, and it's not freely just running around. Even free range is a really non-strict definition. If they have so much square footage around them, it's considered free range. Anyway, you're still exploiting animals. You're using them to produce a product that you sell. You're using an animal's body to make money. That's exploitation. You're gaining something from utilizing an animal that didn't ever sign up. Hey, I want to work for you. This would be great. Yeah, I love this deal we have here. No, nothing like that. That's what's wrong. Jasper, I said there's no such real thing. I mean, maybe there's some rare examples you can talk about. Still, even say you had the most perfect, like I'm saying, most free range don't. It's not really a free range thing. They just have like maybe like a few more square feet of space than a non-free range chicken. There's a legal definition. I'm saying it's really not that generous amount of space. But let's say they have a miles to wander. You know, just imagine the most beautiful scenario for a chicken's living. Okay. Still, vegans are not into exploiting animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So by raising chickens into breeding them into existence, and I guess she has to have, no, that's I'm thinking dairy there, forcibly impregnate, but you're still exploiting the animals using their product, which would produce another chicken, but you're using it to feed a human needlessly. You can't get around the brutal fact that you are exploiting animals, keeping them confined, and using them to produce products that you profit from. That's exploitation. Oh yeah, and let's talk about what happens with baby chicks too, like especially male baby chicks, which are absolutely useless. They get ground up and killed, so there's the cruelty inherent in that as well. Thank you for reminding me about that, vegan metalhead. Was that, or who said that? I forgot. But anyway. Jasper, life is a cycle. Well, tell that to a creature who is about to get killed and say, hey, life's a cycle. It's like, that doesn't help me out at all. I'm about to get killed. You know, who cares if it's a freaking cycle? You know, you're ending someone's life who doesn't want their life to be ended. What if we shot you, Jasper? You wouldn't like that, right? You know, how would it help your situation know that, oh, but life's a cycle, Jasper, so you can rest assured. Once we slit your throat and bleed out and, you know, sell your meat to people, it's a cycle. Hey, JJ Mendoza, thank you for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated. Yeah, and what? Like, how does that, any kind of justification for committing a needless killing of a sentient being? Life is a cycle. So if I shoot someone and say, hey, life is a cycle, that gives me the moral justification to shoot someone. That's kind of what I hear Jasper saying. Okay, let's look up the definition of free-range chicken. Let's see what that really means. Definition, free-range chicken. Let's see how much free range that really is. Let's take a look-see here. Okay, what does it really mean? Okay, free range is one of the most potentially misleading labels because of the discrepancy of what it implies, that it's roaming freely, having its great life, and what is required to make the claim. Let's see what this claim means. The claim implies that chickens range freely outdoors. However, producers can make the claim as long as the birds are given access to an outdoor area. It doesn't mean they're actually in the outdoor area. Right here, if you don't see what I'm saying here, right here. As long as they're given access to the outdoor area, but there are no requirements for the size or the condition of the outdoor area. So yeah, you can have this fantasy, oh, but it's free range, but it just means they're all kept up in an indoor area with like a little door to get to a small, potentially really small outdoor space. So yeah, free range is some way to kind of, not kind of, but whitewash the inherent cruelty in chicken farm production. Yeah, like I said, maybe there are a few smaller farms that have this beautiful, idyllic, old school ways of doing it, but even there's still exploitation. But this whole idea of free range is a way for you people like Jasper to feel good about buying a product which is inherently cruel. Chickens roost at night, gonna let them get eaten by raccoons? Well, the whole thing is you shouldn't breed these chickens into existence so they can live their whole life exploited. If they didn't have chicken farms, there would be no raccoons for the chickens to eat. Do you understand? They shouldn't be there in the first place. It's an inherently cruel and unnecessary product. You don't need to eat eggs to sustain your life or get nutrients or be healthy or anything like that, Jasper. Soothie, I don't know what you're trying to get at. You don't follow our morality? Okay, fine. Not everyone follows the morality of vegans, just like not everyone follows the morality of that it's wrong to murder people. Some people think it's totally cool to murder people. I find it morally wrong to rape people, but there's rapers out there. They don't like that morality either. For them, the morality of raping is, there is no moral issue there. So yeah, you can disagree with our morality or my morality. What? So what? So Jasper, okay, enough of this. I just showed you free range doesn't really mean anything. Again, if you live in a really lucky area, you might have this perfect condition, but there's still exploitation going on. But yeah, free range is, there's no specific requirement how big this outdoor area is. Just they have to have a door to the outside. It could be like 2 square feet outside. It's a pretty, I tell you, it's not a generous requirement. Jasper, what do you think? Yeah, people need to be taken out. So Jasper now not only wants to kill people, but he wants to, animals, he wants to kill people too. Am I understanding you right, Jasper? If so, you're going to be kicked out of here. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Bear. Yeah, we're saying it's wrong to maim and kill animals and exploit them. If you interpret that as us telling you how to live your life, fine, yeah, we're just saying it's wrong to exploit animals. Just like we're saying it's wrong to rape people. It's wrong to murder people. It's also wrong to exploit and kill animals. It's the same kind of thing. These are the moral beliefs we have. If you are offended by that, that's on you, bro. Eddie Name, why are you asking that question? It's so triggering and political nowadays. Unfortunately, a public health issue, but I'm curious why you're asking that. Yeah, Jordan, anti-vegans aren't too bright on any given night, really, huh? Yeah, Dr. Bear, you're absolutely right. It's not practicable for you to live with harmful parasites leaching off your body when you could easily treat them. Keith, we want to talk about crop dust? We talk about this every week. Do you want to go down this road? Because you'll see you're going down a road that you wish you didn't open up about crop dust. Eddie Name, there is no official vegan position on vaccines, to be honest with you. The people who have the definition of veganism, the Vegan Society, this is not the Vegan Society, they have their definition of vegan. It's been around basically since the 40s. Almost 100 years, 80 years. But anyway, they say they find nothing incompatible with vegan beliefs because it's all about as far as possible and practicable. All medicines in the United States and most countries, like in Europe, have gone through government testing and therefore had some animal testing involved in them to some degree. Anyway, veganism isn't asking us all to never take a medication for the rest of our lives. That would be not practicable. Hey, Schizo Radio, thanks for the tip there. Does the word vegan in quotes apply without morality equating animals? I'm not sure I understand your question. If you want to rephrase that, does vegan apply without morality equating animals? I'm not sure if I understand what you're asking there, Schizo. You can leave another, you don't have to leave another super chat tip, but just try to clarify what you said there. Maybe phrase it a little differently. I'm not sure I follow you there. If anyone understands what he's saying there, please help me out, but I really don't get what he's asking. Okay, try it again, Schizo. We'll see if I can answer your question. Yeah, not crop dust law. Whoever asked that, you really don't want to go down that road because you're going to feel really silly once I show you the actual data on crop dust. Again, vegan, without showing the whole dog and pony show, whatever you want to call it, veganism is not about perfection. If a rodent gets ran over by a tractor in harvesting potatoes, still as far as possible and practical. Again, non-vegans are going to eat those potatoes as well too. It's not like you can pin it on vegans, but veganism is not about perfection. We live in an imperfect world, and there's never going to be no harm of any kind whatsoever. There's earthworms in the soil, say there's always going to be something, that could potentially be harmed in agriculture. Just how it is. Let's see, Schizo Radio. Okay, thanks for clarifying your question there. Does being a, quote, vegan count if you're only doing it for health reasons? No offense to animals, but I don't see the morality argument as solid. Well, vegan is a moral stance. Here, the definition of veganism. It's saying, hey, why intentionally choose to harm and kill animals every day needlessly? Like, do you enjoy animals dying for you? Does that make you feel good? Because you don't have to. You can just eat plants every day like I've been doing for the past 11 plus years. And yeah, but anyway, okay, so you're saying if you're doing it for some reason other than ethical, like, what was it? You said health or something like that. You're eating a vegan diet. There's no denying that. If you're eating a vegan diet, you're eating a vegan diet. But does it make you vegan? Not necessarily, because you have to have the moral component as well to truly be vegan. And here's why, Skid. So I'm not being a jerk about words. I'm just looking at like what it would mean if, like, say someone, a Texas rancher, had a cattle slaughter operation and he ate so much cattle he had a heart attack, and his doctor said, hey, cattle rancher man, we looked at your heart after your heart attack and it's so bad you got to eat plants only for the rest of your life. And say he reluctantly did that. And say he's also a big game hunter. He's not only a slaughterhouse owner, he goes to Africa every year and shoots up a bunch of animals. But he's eating a vegan diet because his doctor forced him onto it for health reasons. See what I'm saying? Would that person be a vegan? No, because they don't give a crap about animals. In fact, they go out and actively kill them. So if veganism were just a diet, we would have big game hunters and slaughterhouse owners that are vegans, and it just doesn't work like that. But yeah, you can eat a vegan diet. But yeah, veganism is actually a moral belief and not a diet. But yeah, there is a diet that vegans eat because we don't eat animal products. So hopefully I answered your question there. Again, I don't think I'm being the word police there or anything. Yeah, plant-based is probably a better way to describe what you're doing there. Or just say you're eating a vegan diet. So just put it like that, because that is, you're eating, technically if you're eating a vegan diet, you're eating a vegan diet. It doesn't necessitate you mean you're vegan. You have the ethical beliefs that it's wrong to harm animals. But yeah, just say you're plant-based or eating a vegan diet. And those are both 100% accurate. No judgment. So cool. I'm glad I was able to answer your question after you rephrased it. Yeah, Dr. Barrett raises a good point. Plant-based diet is great. The animals don't care if you're vegan or plant-based. As long as the animals aren't being killed, they're stoked, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to pass any judgment there. The animals aren't being killed. That's a win. Oh, okay. We have a poop ball thing here. Keith. The grass-fed beef argument. There's many ways to look at the grass-fed beef argument. It's a completely let's look at what's wrong with grass-fed beef on just a practicality standpoint. It just doesn't scale. It will forever be a diet that only the elite can do, privileged people can do. Let me show you why. How many Earths is needed to sustain us all if we're on grass-fed beef? Basically, we don't have enough planet Earth to feed people
happy, healthy vegan.
A grass-fed beef diet. Yeah, like I said, it works when it only right now comprises maybe 2% of the meat marketplace. But if you want it to scale up to feed pretty much every human on the planet, it's completely unsustainable. And I'll show you a video I made a couple years back, and I'll put the link to it too, so you can see all the calculations that I made here. And they're very conservative estimates. Whenever there was a range of numbers, I went on the low side. We might need more Earths than I calculated here
for cattle to graze on, and that
reduces down to just 51 million square kilometers, which is only 12.6 billion acres. Remember, we need about triple that. We need about 35 billion acres for 19 billion cattle to be free roaming and eating grass all the time. So you would need roughly, this is my calculation now, you'd need roughly 3 planet Earths in order for everyone on the planet to be able to eat 100% grass-fed beef diet. 3 planet Earths. Yeah, it's completely unsustainable. It's a fantasy that only like the elite privileged people can do. And furthermore, you want to eat only meat? That sounds gross. I mean, you're never going to eat plants. You're just going to eat meat for the rest of your life. That's like, what medical organization of health, like what health professionals are saying, yeah, eat a diet of only meat. That's totally cool. So it's just, yeah, just, and then plus you're killing animals, exploiting them needlessly anyway, whether they're living from a slaughterhouse or living on grass plains or what have you. But you need at least 3 planet Earths. Like I said, my estimates took my numbers took the lower end of the estimates whenever it was a range. It could be as high as 4 or 5 planet Earths if we went with some of the larger numbers in the range. And I remember around that same time, Dr. Leo Venus made a similar video, and he came to a similar calculation as well, like 3 to 4 planet Earths for grass-fed beef. So his numbers, even though we approached it differently, we had a certain technique, but we applied the procedure a little differently, but we both came to around the same conclusion, about 3 to 4 planet Earths. So no, yeah, it's not sustainable. If you want to do it, it makes you feel good. You're harming and exploiting animals, and it'll never scale up. It's the whole problem. It's only going to be a niche for privileged, elite, rich people. Yeah, meat isn't even food. Good point, Griffin Babies. That's what I'm saying. It's not even a food that we need to eat. So why bother? Yeah, Jesse 12 string, and they don't eat just meat. What do they spice their meat with? Plants. Spice is made out of plants, so you're not eating just meat. What's a schizo? You don't think ethics apply the way most vegans define it? Definition from the Vegan Society. Uh-oh, what happened to my stream here? Are you guys getting any kind of, let me know if you guys are getting any kind of, what's that called? Buffering or anything right now. Let me know, because it's not looking good on my side. Hopefully it's just a temporary thing. Okay, it looks like it's good now. Let me look at my data here on my performance of my stream here. It's health. Let's see. Okay, it's good now? Okay. All right, cool. Looks like I did have an issue a few seconds ago. All right. Anyway, let's look at the definition of vegan. It's a philosophy, a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals. That's what veganism is. Just don't exploit animals. Don't harm animals. Don't kill animals. So anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what was your name again? Schizo Radio. What part about this you disagree with? Because it's really simple. It's like, I find it morally wrong to like murder humans. I find it morally wrong to rape other humans. And I also find it morally wrong to kill and harm and exploit animals. It's as simple as that. It's really, really, really basic. Maybe you're making it to be a little more complicated than it really is. Just like, I find it morally wrong to rape people. I find it morally wrong to harm animals. Matt, let's not even go down there, because you said you would take medications as well. Hey, Matt, you never answered me. Do you ever eat Impossible Burgers? Matt the Vegan, do you ever eat Impossible Burgers or just egg? Just let me know, yes or no, if you ever have those products. And what's your point? It's not even false. You convinced me that veganism isn't broadly applicable. Let's hear your argument. Not once? Oh, good for you, Matt. You're consistent with your morals then. Schizo thinks ethics are a man-made concept. I think you're overthinking it, Matt. I mean, just basic. We don't have to have the word ethics. Do you think it's wrong to murder a human? Or Schizo Radio, do you think it's wrong to rape a human? Do you think it's, or likewise, is it, if it's not wrong, that means it's okay? Or are you just indifferent? Like, yeah, someone murdering my brother or cousin, that's cool. You know, it's okay. I'm cool. Or raping them. I'm telling you, it's the same kind of thing. It's not really much different from that kind of thinking. It's not even false. No, just tell me right here. We'll put you on, we have this wall here where we can put your words for all to see. So if you have a concise argument or an example that you can cite or bring up why you think veganism is false, try your best here. All right. This is not a platform for debate. I don't give airtime, like auditory airtime to anti-vegans, but I will examine your claims if you can present them here in a concise, logical way, and I'll be fair. All right, so have at it. Schizo, we don't even have to define ethical. I'm asking you. It's really basic. I'm sure you find it wrong if someone were to rape or murder like your mother or sister or brother or something like that, right? I mean, it's the same kind of thing. I find it morally wrong. Rape is morally wrong. You don't have to say wrong. It's just wrong. You just don't want someone to rape someone. You don't want someone to murder someone. You feel it's wrong. It's the same thing. That's what veganism is. It's not, we're not making a big proclamation like murdering animals, like killing animals, exploiting animals is wrong in the same sense that it's wrong to go hit a human on the head with a stick or shoot him in the face. Ace, why do you always come here and troll our live streams here? I'm going to hide you, Ace. Come back when you have something cool to say. Bronchi, dude, I'm not sure if I'm following your argument here. See the diff? What are you talking about, Bronchi, dude? Possible is not for certain, but that creep of Goji Man says a certain. I'm not sure what you're talking about here. Matt, I'm saying is veganism is not asking you to not take medications. That's it. All medications, unfortunately, we're working on it. There's lobbying groups like the PCRM and others are lobbying to have animal testing not be a requirement for the FDA approval process. But until then, vegans, if they need to take a medication, should be able to take it, whether it was tested or not. So I'm saying, if you disagree with that, Matt, the vegan, then you would say vegans should never take a medication ever. If you have a splitting headache, don't take any ibuprofen or acetaminophen or whatever, because those were tested. Just suck it up and deal with it. If you need to go to the hospital to have a life-saving surgery performed, well, they're going to put medications in you and while you're there. Like, no, veganism does not ask you to lay down and die for the cause and be some kind of martyr. That's what I'm saying, Matt. So I'm saying, if you want to take a really strict view of veganism and say never take medications again, that's you. That's on you. But that's not what veganism is about. Veganism shouldn't require you to die for a belief. Generics, basically all medications were tested. Yeah, the generic producer didn't have to pay for the testing, but originally whoever manufactured the drug with the patent had testing done on a medication. So I guess technically the generics are more not guilt-free or cruelty-free technically, but the molecules itself that the generics are based upon were tested at some point in time. Let's see, Graven Babies takes thyroid medication daily, which was tested, and you have no problems, zero problems with it ethically. And Graven Babies is a hardcore ethical vegan. So what are you going to say to her, Matt, the vegan? What are you going to say to Graven Babies here, who takes a thyroid medication and it was tested on animals? What are you going to say to her? Matt, just let us know down here. What do you think of Graven Babies, who is a longtime ethical vegan? Factory farmer who's feeding the world, a hunter told you? Well, where do you think all that food comes from that feeds all these animals, all the livestock feed? It's plants. And we just can use those plants to feed humans. And we need way less acreage to produce food solely for humans because it takes about 10 times more resources once you go up the food chain. Farmers who need to support their families. Yeah, farmers can grow plants, and most farmers grow plants, you know? Farmers grow plants. What do people think? Farmers are just like animals? Maybe just growing animals, raising animals? Yeah, Bronchi dude. Dr. Bear is right. He says, Dr. Bear is saying that Bronchi dude, am I pronouncing your name right? Takes issue with Goji Man because he says, it is certain you can be healthy even if you eat some animal products. I said Goji Man isn't being unreasonable because I have a similar view. Yeah, there's nothing saying if you eat animal products that automatically, necessarily, you will be unhealthy. Do you understand that? Just because you have some animal products, it doesn't follow that automatically you become unhealthy. What would be the causal mechanism at work? I mean, I'm not saying eating meat is healthy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not arguing for that or defending that or anything like that. But just because the fact that someone has some animal products doesn't mean they immediately, automatically become unhealthy. Yeah, if that's what Goji Man is saying, I don't have a much, I'm not, far off from that, I guess. I'm not saying if I were trying to construct the healthiest diet possible, it would, for me, not include any animal products, but I'm not denying that there are healthy people walking around on this planet who are not vegan, or at least not 100% vegan. I'm not denying that. So Matt, so you're telling Graven Babies who needs her thyroid medication that it's bad hurting animals unless it benefits me. So you're saying she's a bad person because otherwise, no meat, dairy, eggs, nothing like that, but she needs a thyroid medication and it benefits her. But she's not actually harming animals. There was testing done probably decades before she ever was prescribed the medication. So you're saying somehow Graven Babies here is a bad person because she takes thyroid medication, which her body needs. Is that what you're saying, Matt the Vegan? So you're calling out Graven Babies for being a bad person, a not real vegan, even though she's hardcore ethical vegan, probably longer term vegan than you have been for your vegan life here. But no, let's talk about individuals because you're coming here giving me shit. And then Graven Baby saying she takes thyroid medication as a ethical vegan and has no ethical dilemmas about that. So let's look at your words here. You want to go on the poop ball, Matt? We could put you on the poop ball, but I'm not going to give you the pleasure there. Yeah, Dr. Bear says it right. We get it, Matt the Vegan. You are perfect and special. We get it, huh? Matt the Vegan will take no medications. He will not, even if his life's in danger, he won't go to the hospital if he gets in a car crash. What else? He won't eat any Impossible burgers or just egg. He's perfect and special. So Matt the Vegan is awesome. I'm not smearing you. I'm just telling you the aura, the vibe that you're putting out there, Matt. That's how Dr. Bear sees it, and I have to agree. That's how I'm seeing it too, Matt. You're trying to come off as this really cool, special person. I'm not smearing you. This is the vibe that you're putting out here, that you're so cool, but someone like Graven Babies taking medication or Dr. Bear getting a vaccination, we're not real vegans anymore. But you are, because you're so perfect. That's what I'm hearing, Matt. Yeah, Matt seems consistent, but that consistency in reasoning, I said, it's a reductio ad absurdum. That consistency is reduced to absurdity because Matt is proclaiming that he's so vegan, he would die for veganism. If he needed to take a life-saving medication, he would not take it because he feels it violates his vegan principles. So and Matt is arguing for vegans should be kind of martyrs and just die for the cause if necessary. If a medical condition necessitated it, we should die. I'm not gaslighting. That's what you're saying. You're saying don't take medications because they were tested on animals. That's what I'm hearing. What did I miss? What did I miss in there, Matt? That's what you're saying. That's why you don't like vaccines or whatever. But then if you don't like vaccines because of that very reason, you would have to erase all medications off the list of things that you can put in your body because it would violate your consistent reasoning, right? Okay, then say it for us, Matt. If I'm misrepresenting you or gaslighting you, say it very clearly in simple words that people like me and Dr. Bear, who are very simple-minded and not as perfect, can understand. Be very clear. Oh, okay, point out the hypocrisy. Point out the hypocrisy because I pointed out the absurdity of your position. If you are true to your position, you would never take a medication. But you said you didn't say that. So then, if anything, you're the one being hypocritical, Matt, because you're saying you would take medications, but then you're giving shit to people like me and Dr. Bear and Graven babies for taking their medications. Yeah, Graven babies. Did you hear this, Matt the vegan? She had surgery to remove half her thyroid and need those pills. If they made a vegan version, she would want that. But obviously, she's not going to die to please Matt the vegan's views. So yeah, Matt, make it really clear for us what your position is, because it sounds like you're, accusing us of being hypocrites. The only hypocrisy I see is not coming from me and Dr. Bear and Graven babies. All right, so as Matt the vegan gets his argument typed in there, his clear summation of his position, which he says I'm gaslighting. That's why I'm giving him every ample opportunity here to state his position as clearly as possible. So it cannot be misconstrued by me and Dr. Bear and Graven babies and others here. Uh-oh, buffering. Okay, let's see what's going on with the buffering. Okay, the buffering stopped. Okay, so let's see if I missed anything. Okay, no buffering here. I don't know. We've had pretty crappy internet here for a while. Maybe it's the modem that they gave us recently. It was quick. Okay, you saw it, Jordan? Okay. Well, Jesse, you have vegan COVID vaccines in Canada? Wow. That's amazing. I didn't know about that. Yeah, good point, Graven babies. Yeah, it's really easy for like Matt, who's young and healthy, hasn't had any surgeries that removed organs. Easy for him to judge when he doesn't need a pill to survive. So let's see if he has his argument. We're waiting, Matt. Yeah, no pressure, but yeah, let's see what you have to say so I don't misrepresent your position in the future. Yeah, we're just doing our best to help the animals here, basically, Okay, so here's Matt's thing. Let's put him on the poop wall here so we don't lose Matt's position here. All right, poop wall. Let's look at Matt's position here so we don't misrepresent or gaslight him, which he accused me of here. All right. Imagine protesting for animal rights and then turn around and participate in activities that exploit the same animals you advocated for. I'm talking about topics, ideas, concepts, not individuals. Well, concepts are fine, but you got to put the rubber to the road. The theory actually has to happen in the real world. We don't exist in this cerebral, abstract world. There has to be physical things happening. It's not just up here and purely conceptual. So yeah, I'm not sure what you're trying to say here. Protesting for animal rights and then turn around and participate in activities that exploit the same animals. So what you're saying here is that vegans shouldn't take medications. That's what you're saying here. I mean, how am I gaslighting this? Does anyone else is this, I mean, if he's saying that he's against vaccines because they were tested on animals, then every medication in the United States, except for aspirin, was tested on animals. Every drug, even the treatments that Matt likes to promote, like ivermectin and the horse dewormer, or monoclonal antibodies, those were tested on animals too. So anyway, how is it, how are we being, like, I don't understand, Matt. So are you saying it's okay to take medications or not? That's what I'm not sure. It's not even false. See the link you keep sending? There is no link to send. You don't have moderation privileges. It's not even false. You can send a title to a link and I could Google it later, but I'm sorry. But thanks for the super chat tip there. But yeah, you can't paste a link. Yeah, Uncle Walt just said that. Dr. Bear, I wouldn't hang Matt on not being perfect here. Yeah, like his computer products. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. Imagine protesting for animal rights and then turn around and participate in activities that exploit the same animals. Well, I'm saying if you have to take a medication, you have to take a medication. The Vegan Society's definition says as far as possible and practicable. If you need a medication to survive, like raven babies, but it was unfortunately against your wishes tested on animals decades ago, it's not possible or practical for her to survive without the meds, Matt. So I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't see how I can read this other than don't take medications because they were tested on animals, which is, an exploitative practice. That's what I'm seeing. Don't take medications. Matt, what am I missing here? Yeah, I guess exploiting animals, but I'm also not for needlessly dying for a cause. Now, I don't even have to, Bronchi Dude and Dr. Bear, I'm not even trying to take Matt down the road for not being a perfect vegan because of, cruelty that might be in some of his household products. Let's not even worry about that. I'm trying to understand, what is he saying here? Don't take medicines. But then he's saying, oh, it's okay to take medicines. He's kind of going back and forth, saying, no, I'm not saying individually it's bad, but so he's not going to pick on Graven babies, but he'll pick on me. And then he'll pick on Dr. Bear. It's just kind of being really choosy about who he picks on for taking medicines. I don't understand the consistency of this position here. Explain it to me. Make me understand. Yeah. Okay, Matt. Yeah, you're not telling anyone not to take medications. Well, you're giving me shit for taking medications. But I'm just saying that animal tested products are not exactly vegan. Yeah. Okay. Put that up on the poop wall here too. Let's get the whole thing there. So we get your whole idea here. We're not taking it bit by bit. Yeah, we understand that, Matt. Graven Babies understands that her thyroid medications were tested on animals. However, she has no moral quandary taking her thyroid medication because it's necessary for her life. And even if it's not necessary, like a headache is not going to kill a person typically, but wait, did I hear a ring right there? I'm sorry, I thought I heard something. I'm saying, yeah, a headache typically doesn't kill someone, but to have someone needlessly suffer migraine level headache pain for hours just because they're vegan seems really not possible, not practicable. Why should a vegan have to suffer through a headache while meat eaters could just pop 5 Tylenols and call it a day? So anyway, I did hear one. Heather Brasington, what are my pronouns? I'm a he, him. What are yours, Heather? Thanks for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I agree, Eddie Name. I'm done with this too. This is an absurd discussion about people taking meds to stay alive, or not. Even it doesn't even have to save your life. If you have a hard, if you want to relieve a headache pain, or you need whatever, just medical treatment of some kind. It's, you know, anyway, so anyway, we're going to move on, Matt. Hope you'll respect that we're moving on from the discussion. I think I gave you more than enough time. We had you up on here on the poop wall. Yeah, we understand that, an Impossible Burger might not be technically vegan because there's some cruelty involved in it. And we understand that all medications that got through FDA testing had some testing on animals on it. Not ideal, but still, if we need the product to help ourselves, it shouldn't be a moral issue because you should not have to suffer needlessly. Let's see, Heather, yours are she, they. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Heather Brassington. Hope I pronounced your name right there. Mary, don't let vegans like Matt scare you off. I can assure you, people like Matt are not the majority of vegans from the sampling I've seen in my life. Most vegans I know don't have problems with medications and stuff like that. But yeah, proudly call yourself vegan. Lets people know you're against animal cruelty. Plant-based is great too, but I don't think people realize that you are against animal cruelty. Oh, they think, oh, you're doing it for health or environment or something like that, which are noble causes, not putting those down one bit. But I think people need to know that animal cruelty is needs to end. We're against animal cruelty. Roddy, animal foods are superfoods and create superior athletes. Huh. Well, how come you have vegans in all facets of elite sports? We have vegans in the National NBA, National Basketball Association, vegans in the NFL, vegan weightlifters in the Olympics. Like, how come a person can be vegan and that doesn't stop them from achieving the highest levels of sports? And again, veganism is not a diet to create the ultimate athlete. You can be an ultimate athlete on a vegan diet or a non-vegan diet. It's about training and genetics and just your life situation that allows you to pursue athletics. Name one top athlete. How about Chris Paul? How about JaVale McGee? Chris Paul has revitalized his career ever since going vegan. Let's look. Don't have to take my word. Let's go look at Chris Paul. All right. Top athlete. Okay, Chris Paul. Here. Chris Paul's switch to veganism has been credited for his late career resurgence. Remember, he's an old fart. Like in his 30s. The basketball player switched to a vegan diet in 2019 at the age of 34, and the switch helped him return to the NBA All-Star game for the first time in 4 seasons, and he's still kicking ass. He's a Hall of Famer. You understand what that means? It's the highest level. He's going to go down in the NBA Hall of Fame. Late career resurgence, soon as he switched to a vegan diet. So, yeah, there you go. There's just one example right there. There's guys who've competed in the Olympics in weightlifting who are vegan. So anyway, don't fling any more poop on the wall. Don't say vegans can't be superior athletes. This is one of the best basketball players in the world right now, and he's been vegan since 2019. So Roddy, if you have an argument that debunks veganism, that's cool, but I don't care about if athletics, vegan. I mean, I do care because I'm an athlete myself, but veganism is a moral stance against animal cruelty. It has nothing to do with becoming a great athlete or a shitty athlete. It depends on how you train. Okay, only a few years. Well, it was such a horrible diet, Roddy. How come he is better now? He got to the All-Star game for the first time in 4 years. He's playing better than he's played in like maybe arguably like 10 years or so. So it's only a few years. Yeah, there's always an excuse. You're always going to move the goalposts. You said name one top athlete. I show you a Hall of Famer who's having a late career resurgence as a vegan. It's not long enough. So you're just moving the goalposts, which is one of the rules I have. If you look in the show description down below, you'll see that as one of the rules. I'll put you in timeout. You just can't run rampant here. Yeah, Dre Esterman. Well, we're talking about, let's talk about Novak Djokovic. He's been the #1 tennis player for like years, up until last week, only because he couldn't compete in the Australian Open. He lost all those points to Daniel Medvedev, who got second place at the Australian Open. He got a ton of points. Novak got 0. It's arguable that Novak Djokovic might be the greatest tennis player of all time. You know, it's up. He's in the discussion for that with Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and he's been vegan for several years. Again, Dre Starman. Let's not talk about vaccines anymore. So anyway, oh Jesse, I inspired you to pick up the guitar over the past couple of live streams. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that with me. Yeah, I'm not repping Novak. I'm just saying he eats a vegan diet, and as far as I know, it's vegan. He used to have fish when I first discovered his switch to this way of eating maybe 5 years ago. But from what I could tell now, he's eating a vegan diet, and he's like been the #1 dominant tennis player ever since then. So, no, vegans can't be top athletes. Nope, we got another Hall of Famer there that's vegan. I got your name right, didn't I, Dre Starman? Dre Starman, not Dr. Esterman. And there's other people that eat vegan diets in the NBA. Like I said, yeah, Kyrie Irving, JaVale McGee. Just for starters, I thought DeAndre Jordan eats vegan too. I'm not sure. I could look all that stuff up. Anyway, Bronky, dude, that's your opinion, but your opinion does not affect what I decide to do with my body and what Dr. Bear decides to do with her bodies. Okay, if you don't think it's necessary for you, cool, awesome. But please don't tell us, because I consulted with medical doctors to make my decision. I didn't listen to random people on the internet. I didn't look at memes on Facebook or anything like that. I didn't talk to friends and family who have opinion. I actually consulted with medical experts and epidemiologists to make my decision. Okay. Yeah, sadly, Kyrie Irving has oddball views. Yeah, I'm not sure if he still thinks the Earth is flat. I know after it got known that he thought the Earth was flat, he got invited by NASA to come out and visit what they do there to show him that it's not a bunch of mumbo jumbo or anything like that. Yeah, Bronky, dude. I consulted with medical doctors, even vegan medical doctors, to make my decision rather than talking to people who watch Fox News or whatever. I just got the best advice I could, and I looked at the data, the actual studies, not like research by like some guy's YouTube video, but actual what the data was indicating. Yes. Yeah, Dre Starman. Yeah, I ate fish briefly a few years back, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Jordan, he gave Roddy a list of 8 vegan NBA players. Then he said it must have been when they retired. No, if you give him current players, like I said, just the ones right there, like Kyrie, JaVale, and Chris Paul, there's 3 right there who are active, far from retired. Yeah, Dre, I think you and others have tried to tell me that Novak is indeed an ethical vegan, just doesn't make it publicly known. Not sure why not. Why not just tell people? All right, Bronky, dude, if you have your opinions on COVID, that's cool, but we're not going to go down that road anymore. We already dealt with Matt the Vegan enough there. Okay, Bronky, dude, thanks for sharing what you have there. Cool, awesome. That's your choice. You made your choice. You made your decision, and respect that we made our decisions too. Okay, awesome. Doctor Strange, that's a wrestler, right, Graven Babies? Well, if that's true, Bronchi, I'm cool. If I'm plant-based and I have Vax and Boost, I'll be better off someone that just has like a meat eater, vaxxed and boosted, or a vegan not. So I'm like fully protected. And I should be. I visit with people who are vulnerable quite often. So anyway, that's awesome. Cool. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Okay, bro? Oh, MCU character? My bad. I don't watch any Marvel stuff. The only thing I saw was Shang-Chi and Loki on Disney Plus. I don't know anything about Thor or whatever thing, all that stuff. I don't know Avengers and none of that. I don't know. Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, was he portraying a vegan character or something like that? Yeah, you're always talking about wrestling. That's why I assumed Graven was talking about wrestling there. Yeah, Bronchi dude, don't give Jonah Will any crap for the decisions that Jonah Will made for his personal health choices, okay? You have no idea what's going on with Jonah Will, his situation. Okay, Mary, thanks for sharing that, but let's not like get into vaccines and masks and all that stuff tonight. We already dealt with Matt the Vegan and his nonsense here on the poop wall. I'm kind of over it, actually. Okay, Benedict Cumberbatch is vegan? I was not aware of that. Did you guys tell me that before? I think he's a cool actor. I've seen him in other stuff, not the Avengers stuff, though. Yeah, Dr. Bear, if you give us any more crap for the decisions we made, because I'm not giving you any crap, we're going to put you in timeout. Okay, Bronco dude? And yeah, we don't need his blessings for having it or not having it or whatever. It's our personal choice. So stay out of my medical decisions there, please. Cumberbatch is no longer vegan. Okay, that's why I don't. Bonchi dude. Okay, I have Bronchi. I don't know why I saw Bronchi. I guess, I have vegan brain frog. Einstein was vegetarian from what I understand, and not his whole life as well, toward the latter quarter or so of his life. It's okay, Mary. I'm just telling you, yeah, you probably haven't been here for the longest time. Yeah, we went down this whole road with some other guy, and I'm just kind of over it, basically. Because it's such a highly charged, politicized issue, and I'm here to discuss veganism and not get in fights with people about their politics, basically. Yeah, so 2021, Graven Babies, isn't it? I know, but here we are in 2022, and it still comes up, And still people trying to tell me what I should do, with my body, my 54-year-old body. It's a politicized issue. Yeah, they are not politics. I believe you 100%, Eddie Main, but they've become politicized, politically charged, let's say. Is Joe Vegetable still here? What the hell is he talking about now? Oh boy. Yeah, there's science. I agree, but it's become politicized. Basically, anything becomes politicized now. Anything, Like school shootings have become politicized. Like kids going in and shooting up kids in schools, politicized. I mean, anything can become politicized now. It's really frustrating. Yeah, either way, vaccines are not what we're here to discuss. Absolutely, 100%. M&Ms are politicized, right? I mean, anything. I'm not here to make a political show or anything like that. Okay, Bronky Dude or whatever, Bonky Dude, we're done. All right, no PCRM article, whatever. I'll check it out later, but not at this particular moment. All right, Matt, if you're back, that's cool, but we have moved on in our discussion topics, just so you know. And plus, I'm probably going to go pretty soon, too. It's getting late here for me, 9:16. I've been doing this for 3 hours and 23 minutes. Jeez, I need to split pretty soon. Thanks, Uncle, for timing out Boncha Dude. Thank you. He just wouldn't stop. So anyway, guys, just want to let you know that, in case you joined us late, to go to our Love Spirals. Crap, my bad. Let me hit it again. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, man, I feel dumb right now. Oh man, I lost my link. Gosh darn it. Oh, let me go to history. 1 second, guys. Okay, damn. I can't believe how stupid I can be sometimes. Okay, copy, bam. Okay, I was trying to say, on Monday, we're premiering our new music video from Love Spirals. It's called Smile, so we're going to premiere it, but not on the Happy Healthy Vegan channel. It's going to be on the Love Spirals channel. So I encourage you guys to join us, and me and Angie and any others who may show up to see the premiere of our video. It's all right down there in the YouTube URL I just painted. And our new album is out right now. It's on Apple Music. It's on, let's see, where's all my tabs here? Damn, it's on Spotify, everything. Gosh, I must be getting tired. I can't type or anything right now. There you go. Here it is on Bandcamp, where you can check out some of it. I'll just play a second or two.
Yeah. I've been having a hard time lately. If I'm honest, it's been quite a while.
Anyway, oh gosh, I lost you guys here too. Man, I feel like a really old person here. Anyway, like super old. But anyway, come to our live premiere next Monday, I believe at 6 p.m. And subscribe to our Love Spirals official YouTube channel, because our new 3-song EP is out right now. Just came out. So just please follow us there, and we'll be seeing more Love Spirals promotions. But yeah, hopefully we'll have another EP out by the end of the year too. So check that out. Please come to our channel. Let me paste the link one more time down there. Here it is, right down there in the show chat there. So please, come next Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The same time I start these live streams, it'll be a premiere on our Love Spirals channel. Not on Happy Healthy Vegan, but on our band's YouTube page. All right. Yeah, Matt, that's what the as far as possible and practical means. Yep, that was Angie singing, Dre Estar Man. Yep, that's us. Love Spirals is me and Angie. Yeah, I'll play a tiny bit more now that I have things under control, more or less, here.
But I keep it mostly to myself, yeah. I just nod and smile. My smile may be pretty, but it's all filled with lies.
Anyway, we're gonna time out Roddy. He doesn't accept that. Like, every #1 athlete in the world is a meat eater. Roddy, we're worried. We're just talking about Novak Djokovic has been like the #1 tennis player in men's tennis for like 3, 4, 5 years. Vegan. So no, we're putting you in timeout for just smearing poop on the wall. We're talking about number one. He just lost number one last week because he was not allowed to play in Australia. So there you go. Shut him down again. Anyway, cool. I'm glad you guys are loving it. But yeah, come to our live stream on the Happy Healthy Vegan channel. I'm sorry, the Low Spirals official channel. Here's the link once again. Just go there and hit the reminder, hit the whatever you got to do to see the live premiere. We'll be there. Angie and I will be there, and hopefully a lot of you guys will be there too. Let's see. Yeah, stop at the pro athlete argument. Yeah, lots of badass athletes are vegan. Exactly. I know. I don't know what Novak Djokovic more he could do. He's like number one for so many years, you know. But Roddy doesn't like that's not good enough or something. Anyway, he's got some problems, huh? Yeah, he'll probably get it back. I saw he's going to be able to compete in the French Open. Yeah, probably all the rest of the Grand Slams this year. Novak will probably be number one again pretty soon. He'll have it before the end of the year, before the U.S. Open probably is my guess, because he's the defending champion of the French Open, so he's got a lot of points to defend there. Yeah, you can talk about what you want, but you got to be nice, okay? And it has to be appropriate to what we're discussing. We're talking about one thing. I was talking about my band, trying to announce a pretty big life moment for me here, and then you come in and start talking about vaccines and crap again. So no, you can't talk about whatever you want. You have to go with what's going on. You just can't come here, bust down the doors, and just do as your heart pleases. This is not what the live streams is about, Matt. Just letting you know that, okay? Real Vegans Do 4-hour live stream. Sounds like a page out of Race Lover's book there, huh? Let's see, what's this, Uncle Walt? California Assembly Bill, Dog and Cat Bill of Rights, with the goal of promoting the well-being of pets as well as fight against animal cruelty. I'll have to check that out. Sounds cool. Oh gosh, Dr. Bear, is that what Joe Vegetable said? He's still here? I mean, I'll just time his ass out. Where the hell is he? Uncle Walt, if you can find Joe Vegetable, why you keep trolling us here? Yeah, if you can explain how you can be a rancher and kill animals in this really humane, beautiful way, yeah, that's interesting. What kind of guitar was that in the track? Let me think. Yeah, I think it was my Telecaster up there. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I usually layer guitars, so it could be Telecaster and Stratocaster. I don't know. I have to go look at the tracks again. I honestly don't remember, but probably, yeah, I would say there's definitely some Telecasters on that track. So Novak was number one for 361 weeks, while Roger Federer just 310 weeks. Dre Estorman. So that shows you vegans are not sucking. Vegans can be the dominant number one athletes in the world, despite what that Roddy guy that we timed out is just blabbing on about. Yep, Dre Starman. Killing animals humanely is an oxymoron. If there's a humane way to kill an animal that doesn't want to die and it was otherwise, fine, healthy, then there'd be a humane way to just kill a human, right? That's fine and healthy, doesn't want to die. There's no such thing. Dre Starman. I got it right? Dre Starman? Or Dra Starman? Jordan, no, I don't use Pro Tools. I've been using Apple's Logic Pro since like 2007 or something like that. So yeah, that's my digital audio workstation of choice. It's pretty cool for composing. Pro Tools, I think, is great if you have like a recording studio or you need to like exchange stuff and work with people all the time, sending tracks around and using the same program. But Logic's great for guys like me that just make stuff in our home studios. Not to say it doesn't work in a more professional environment too, it does, and people use it there as well. Yeah, I didn't even know Joe Vegetable was back, to be honest with you. It's been a while, I mean, since I saw him. I just saw some of you guys talking to him. Anyway, cool, yeah, I'm glad you guys liked the sound there. And again, let me put the link one more time to our video premiere next week on Monday, just 2 days from now. And join us for that. And I guess I should get going soon, man. It's like the longest live stream I've done in a long time. I guess I guess that vegan diets aren't lacking in energy and all this crap like you hear the nonsense from. Oh God, we have another troll trying to get back on here. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about Joe Rogan's video. I've been so caught up at our new album release, I haven't really thought about that. So I'll check it out. I'll if I have some time this weekend. I know we're going to be working on album promotions all weekend, but if I get some time, I'll at least check out the Joe Rogan video, then make a determination if I should respond to it or not. So I'll probably know by like Monday of next week. So thanks for reminding me about that too, Dre. Yeah, Joe Vegetable is a good name, huh? Too bad he got it though, huh? Oh, you got some rolling drums? Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, those are usually pretty expensive purchases there. All right, moderator, if you want to come back on a future live stream, if you think you have a great argument that debunks veganism, we'll listen to it. We'll see what you have to say, okay? We'll be fair. We'll be honest. Hey, Tracy the Vegan. Hey, how's it going working on your new place there? Man, I told the crowd last time that we probably wouldn't see Tracy for a while because every free moment she has, she's got like house projects galore going on. But yeah, we're about to end this live stream, Tracy. I've been on 3 hours and 34 minutes, basically. Probably the longest live stream maybe of my life. I don't know, but I'm pretty beat right now. But how you doing there, Tracy? Good to see you. Could have used you tonight. We had a lot of trolls tonight, but Uncle Walt's been like, hiding people, banning people, all good. Uncle Walt's, got it under control for me tonight. Moving furniture tonight. Wow, that sounds tiring. What are you trying to insinuate there, Bonchi dude? You still trying to give me crap for taking a vaccine that my doctors recommended that a man of my age, 54 years old, and frequently visits with his 83-year-old mom with heart disease? Yeah, I'll put you in timeout for giving me unsolicited medical advice. I told you not to do that specifically. Wild Green Babies, I can't believe you're still up. It's like way past midnight in Florida. Awesome. Vegan Pains is back. Hey, we don't want any trolls right now. If you want to come back, Vegan Pains, and try to debunk veganism next week, have at it. That's cool. But right now, I'm just timing anyone out who gives me crap because I'm trying to say goodbye to our viewers here and not get interrupted by nonsense. Anyway, I didn't realize I had our album up there the whole time. Anyway, yeah, our new album's out. It's up on Spotify. Look for it. Love Spirals. The album is a 3-song EP. Actually, it's called Smile. This is what it looks like. It's a painting that my friend Tom did. He's created a lot of our album covers throughout the decades. It goes back to my first 2 albums, actually, back in the 90s. Anyway, come to our Love Spirals. Yeah, Tracy, I don't know if Angie told you, come to our video premiere on Monday on Love Spirals official YouTube. I just put the link down there in the chat. So yeah, come to that. Our video is going to drop Monday. The music's out now. It's a long story short. Our digital partner to get our stuff in the distribution stores, they messed up on the release date. It just kind of rolled out randomly. But anyway, it's out now. I wish we had a more specific date where all came out, but the music's out now for all to hear. So anyway, Matt, we're not here to talk about your stuff, Matt. We're here to talk about my stuff right now. So anyway, yeah, Tracy, everyone, just click it, go to it. The video premiere for Smile. Let me show you the thumbnail. I thought Angie made a really cool thumbnail for that. Let me show you one more time. It's pretty badass. It happens to have me in it, but I don't think that's why it's so badass. I just think it's a great. It could have been someone else sitting there doing this. But yeah, come on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and see the video premiere for Smile, our latest music video. One more time, put it down there. So anyway, yeah, I'll check out that Joe Rogan video though. See if there's anything in there for me to respond to. Cool. I'm glad you like that photo there, Jesse. I think it's pretty badass too. It just again happens to be me, but it's a pretty epic shot there. So anyway, yeah, come by Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to Love Spirals official to see our video premiere. Not Freedom Hong Kong. we're going away right now, Freedom Hong Kong. So yeah, just come back next week. I'm putting you in timeout right now, not because I'm mad at you, but I just remember how you were last time. So yeah, come back next week. I've been on almost 4 hours, and I need to go have some dinner and join my wife tonight. So anyway, guys, I want to thank everyone. Especially Uncle Walt, man. You were like hardcore, man. You didn't let any crap slide, you know. So anyway, thanks. Thank you, Uncle Walt. And good to see Tracy, our old moderator. Not that she's old, but she's one of our oldest moderators, I think, back, you know, when I first started doing live streams. So good to see you, Tracy. And good to see all you guys too. So hopefully I'll do so the plan for next week, Monday, the Love Spirals video premiere again. I'll put the link one last time. I know I'm spamming my own chat here, but yeah, one last time on Monday. And no nonsense, no trolls. If I see anyone talk about vaccines or meat is great or milk is awesome, you know, I'll just town you out or ban you. It's here to celebrate our new album. And so maybe I'll do that Joe Rogan video if it's worth it for me. If I see something I can sink my teeth into, stinking teeth into vegetables. And then, yeah, hopefully a midweek live stream Tuesday or Wednesday. And then next Friday, bring your friends to come debunk veganism. Like all the people I just timed out there, like Hong Kong Freedom and Joe the Vegetable or whatever. You guys can come back. If you have a valid argument, I'm just going to troll. Uncle Walt's going to ban you, okay? You got to play by our rules here. We can ban anyone, Jordan. So anyway, we can actually just put Jordan in timeout right now. Actually, I don't know who Jordan is. I don't remember. I'm back like I would remember. Jordan, if you come back and be a jerk, we'll just ban you next time. Yeah, you can watch me and Joe go to head. I'd pay anything to take him on one-on-one. Basketball we're talking about, not judo or karate or something like that. So anyway, that's the plan, guys. See us Monday. Come join our video premiere, and yeah, check out our new album. Again, it's Love Spirals, our band. Smiles, the new EP. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, what else? Tidal, even Shazam has it now too. So it's all over the friggin' place. So anyway, guys, yeah, Monday. Yeah, click the link, Eddie name. Click the link up there. I'll place it one more time. Yeah, it'll take you to the page for the music video right here that I just put on the screen. You'll see it there, and we'll premiere it then. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for this long live stream, and just thanks for being my crew here. I always enjoy chatting with you guys, and yeah, the anti-vegans were fun tonight too. Yeah, I got a lot of poop wall action tonight here. All right, guys, much love to you, and let's see what I need to do before I split. Here's what I gotta do, guys. So I will see you guys on Monday. What's happened on Monday, Eddie name? Click the link up there. I just pasted from Happy Hour Living, the video premiere of Love Spirals' new song, Smile. With that note, guys, I will see you guys on Monday. One more time, here's the link. One more time, just come there on Monday. Go there now so you know what's happening, and we'll see you Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on our Love Spirals channel. So until next time, guys, let's remain happy, healthy, and vegan. And check out our music, Love Spirals, Smile. Bye-bye, guys. Oh, whoa, Angie's back. Hey, Angie, what's up, Angie? I didn't see Angie there. Hey. Yeah, I'm coming, Angie. I just thought I'd say hi to you on here. Yeah, Tracy's here. Is that Roddy guy back? All right, I was letting people say hi to Angie, but I guess I'm gonna go now for reals there. All right, guys, I'm really gonna get going now. All right, I'll see you in a second, Angie. Let's figure out what we want to eat tonight.